hello,
Hello.
hello.
And let me do that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, sorry. Shall I
No, that's okay.
not?
What happened?
I just started getting nailed by all these pop-ups. I didn't know what they were.
Aha.
It's been a while since that's been a problem, huh?
Yeah, really. Now that everybody's popped in, or at least the people right now
Most.
that are here, most people. So let's go ahead and start things going. Welcome, 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 everybody. It is November 30th. T
Wow.
minus 1 month until 2024. Can you believe it? Wow. We're heading into December, the big holidays coming up. And what a great way to get this started so that we can end the year on a high note and move forward in 24. So, lots of great things happening. Lots of great things happening today here on the Inner Circle. It is Thursday, November 30th, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or whatever time it happens to be where you are because you're watching it right now. Yes, yes, yes. I like that little bit of clawing there, Katie. Thank you so much. She's clawing to get on. Okay, we're already excited. We're already getting ready to roll. Just a couple of things to mention before we get started. We got two hands raised. Thank you so very much, Jerome and Lisa Marie. You guys will be coming up. If you do want to chat and you want to share something, go ahead, raise your hand. Very simple to do. Uh, Put your cursor on the middle of the screen here, and then on the bottom you'll see some buttons. If you don't see the reactions button at the bottom of your screen, then click on the more button and you'll see reactions tab. Click there and then click raise hand. It will allow us to see that you have something to share with us during our inner circle. Or if you want to ask a question and you don't want to do it personally with Robert, that's okay. We will ask it on your behalf. Go ahead and post in either chat, either in YouTube or here in Zoom. And I will post the link in YouTube in just a moment as soon as we get everything underway. A couple more quickie announcements. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being part of our 6,526 subscribers. You make this possible. You keep sharing this link with everybody, and we appreciate you. We want to build it more. We're looking at, let's look at 7,000, even though I know that's a little far away, but let's say in the short run, let's get to 6,600 and just keep it going, going, and growing. Also, we want to give Inner Circle welcomes out to Rebecca Masika and Diane. I'm going to say it's McInroy or McEnroy. I'm going to say McInroy because it's not an MAC in front of her name. So, Rebecca, Diane, welcome to the Inner Circle family. Everybody wave hi. Thank you so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate the fact that you are part of our Inner Circle. And the reason that we are here is so that we can move on to the next level, get some guidance, get some mentorship, and hear from a good friend. And we got a lot of other things that are taking place today, but we're going to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman, unbelievable. He is incredible, magnificent, wonderful, a dear friend. I don't know how many more adjectives, but I'll find a few more if I need to. But you know who I'm talking about. Let's give it up for Mr. Robert Hollis.
Thank you so much, Craig, hostess with the mostest. I love and appreciate you so much. And I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I just love the holiday season. I really, really, really do. It's where everybody else in the world starts thinking about giving. And so I definitely want to do a huge shout out to Coach Bob and James. And of course, there's so many of you that have been donating, and it's funny because you get in that mode, and then it's like today I've never ever watched Corky ever live, never, and so it's not in my mind, and so all of a sudden he pops up, and I go on there, And I want to say that we do it everything as a team. But we broke the record with the time that I was on Corky's. We gave away 35,000 coins, or I forget how many donuts. But we broke the record for all the people that have been on.
17,500 donuts.
What?
17,500 donuts.
Oh, I did it again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 35,000. So how many people want to know, giving away 30 coins or 30 donuts at a time, how many clicks on the button is that? Anybody got a calculator? Apparently the Zoom or Apple app knows how incredible that is. So it's like yay. So it's like, so 30,000 divided by 30. I only clicked the button 1,000 times while I was watching. So I just thought that I'd share the love people give to me. I love giving to them. And in December, we're going to do some really incredible things for the Jesus Way children. It's amazing. So thanks again to all the people that you guys not only support us through your Inner Circle membership, but also you guys go above and beyond on other things. And so I just wanted to acknowledge you guys and tell you how much I love you. I promised every one of you that I would show you really quickly some cool sorting stuff. But before I do you guys mind if I share my screen with you? And if you do, if you don't want me to,
It's like it's happening. Okay.
I'm going to do it anyway. Why do you think that I show you guys this stuff? To inspire you. Only to inspire you. Now, if it doesn't, then you need a checkup from the neck up. Okay, because when my mentors showed me a $62,000 check, I was just, wow, if he can do it, why can't I? So you guys know, for some of you, you go into your reports, you kick a commission calculator, and this is a great way to always tell people how we get paid. So here's 78,267. Here's our jump starts. These are our weekly checks, customer acquisition check, and then also global pool. And so, you can see here, Terry and I made $191,000 just from upfront bonuses. So then we get a $10,000 maintenance. You get a few people. James Williamson right now, he's doing the same thing. Mary Valchek inspired her. So inspired him. So it's just neat. I know you guys love the 13,000 and dollars in check matching. Isn't it cool that not only do you see that money, but then you see all these people, 270 people that are going to get an incredible residual check. So it's just not about you, but if you help somebody make a bunch of money, then they pay you. That's pretty cool. And then of course, this is customers bonuses. And then down here is customer acquisition, and then also Jumpstart. So that's always a really cool way to show the compensation plan. Would you guys agree? Another thing is, Craig, I need your help with loading this in here. But I thought that, I did, because I know Mark Aceta so well, and Mauricio, I was able to get my convention that I spoke on. And so I thought, before I make it public, I thought I'd make sure to give it to the Inner Circle first. And so I love you guys. So I want to make sure that you guys see that. I've shared it with a couple of people, and then I thought, nah, That's inner circle. I always want them to get it first.
Okay,
And
I've
now
got
I'll
two
show
of
you
them. I've
what
got two of them. There's two of them here. One, it just says Ascend 2023, and the other one says Robert Hollis speaking.
the one with 2023, the one that Matt put up. All it
Okay,
has is Ascend in 2023.
perfect.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you. I will go ahead and get that in the chats.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Craig. Okay, let me click on.
Or do you want me to? You want to play that right now?
No,
No. Okay.
yeah, it's a half hour.
But for anyone that wasn't there, I mean, I watched it this morning because I wasn't able to attend in person. If you haven't watched it, it's amazing, you know? So definitely check it out.
Thank you, Matt. And let
No
me
problem.
show you. I want to set these videos up. Okay.
And it's posted right now.
Now, I got to have everyone. I'm going to go to gallery mode here. And how many of you are willing to admit that you're an adult? Okay, so you guys got to give me a permission with a thumbs up if I can't see your picture that you're okay with me sharing some adult content with you. Okay. Now, geez, look at Bill. He's already exploding. No, I'm sorry.
He's
But
ecstatic now.
all right, it went there fast, didn't it? Now, trust me, none of you are going to be embarrassed or anything, but some people are a little more shyer than others. So there's always this stuff that I'm going through, and to set this up, we talked about, say as little as possible to as many people as you can, as fast as you can. And you guys know that I'm inspired. I am totally inspired by me seeing other people do this. So, I talked about the guy that, tried to give away a gold coin, you know what I mean, for, $5 so he can get a Starbucks. So people are not aware that, that's $1,200-$1,500, but they don't want to give $5 for it. They make up excuses. I don't have money. I only have credit cards, whatever. Anyone that had common sense would have went, I'll be right back. And someone ended up doing that. Someone had $20 or something like that and went to someone and got change for the 20 and then came back and he got the gold coin. The other thing is I always talk about the guys giving away money, the modern day Robin Hoods. They go through Central Park. They used to go through Central Park just handing out money. And we talk about, finding people at the right place at the right time. And I just love everything that does with sorting. Another one that inspires me is these people that hold up the sign and don't say anything, and it says free hugs. So you think about, people always see that person holding that sign and then they wait for the hug. Have you guys ever watched any of those videos and see how many people say no? How many people walk by? And who doesn't want a free hug? Apparently a lot of people. So when I show you this, some of you are going to catch it right away. And this guy's got like thousands and thousands of YouTube videos, but a lot of people are stealing his YouTube videos because they're getting so much views. So I just want to show a couple of them, no music, no nothing, and then we'll talk about them. Okay. Can you guys see this okay?
Yeah, we got it. Don't hear any audio though.
No, it doesn't need audio.
Okay.
So he walks up to these twins to sort of give them a fist pump, right? And he turns his hand over, and one girl walks away, and the other girl grabs his hand and starts walking someplace. Does anyone know what's in his hand?
A condom.
Let's watch another one. What'd you say, Matt?
A condom.
A condom. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay. So if the simple thought, I know where you guys are all saying, if the simple thought was, I want to get laid, and you put a condom in your hand and you walk around, and now he shows a bunch of videos. So I'm sure there's more than one person doing this, right? A majority of the people won't get eye contact with him and they won't fist pump him. So when you guys watch things like this, there's 2 points of view when you understand. So one point of view is look at all the people that won't pay attention at him, won't look at him and give him any attention, eye contact, or smile, and sure in the hell is not going to give him a fist pump. Wouldn't you guys agree that that's the majority of the people? So if you just stood there trying to fist pump people, and all these people are walking by you, won't get eye contact with you. How many people have seen a carnival barker? See, this guy doesn't talk. So it's not like, hey, you, carnival barkers, come play this game, trying to get you into their booth, right? He's not saying anything. So now a majority of the people will always fail in life because that's the people that they focus on. Oh my God, that person wouldn't even look at me. Oh my God, that person wouldn't acknowledge me. That person told me to get away from them. Because there are other videos where there's even girls that slapped him. Any of you girls believe that could happen? Is there any girls here that if some guy fist pumped you and then turned his hand over and there was a condom in it, you wouldn't be grabbing his hand and trying to find the nearest spot? Come on, I don't want to be sexist. What if he's trying to fist pump guys? We got any guys here that are takers? My point being is I didn't see him fist pumping any guys. So you see what I mean? All right. So now he's got a certain group of people that will fist pump him, but he does not get the right reaction. And a lot of very harsh ones. I mean, that's pretty bold, isn't it? That's really bold. So now a person is being nice and they fist pump and turn around, and depending on who you are, that could be funny, that could be insulting, offensive, disgusting. See, there's a lot of words that we can put depending on your perception of what you're seeing, right? Depending on the way that you were brought up, the people that you hang around right now. Do you believe that every one of us, if we didn't know that guy was there, that every person that watches this live or recorded, if we recorded every one of us and we didn't know, what would be the response from you? I love what Katie said. Depends. You know what I mean? So I want all of you to sort of think, right? But then there's the result that he's looking for. And that's where I focus. See, other people focus on the other ones because the negative people, oh my God, he said something negative to me. And oh my God, they said they were going to report me for spamming. And oh my God, they tried to, pitch me on their deal. They didn't reply to me. So see, there's these two groups that most people that struggle in their life spend all their time focused on people that don't give them the right connection. And all of you, I think almost all of you, I won't say all of you, but most of you have sent me messages telling me about the wrong connection that you got. Wow, Robert, I reached out to this person and look at the way they responded. And I'm going like, really? Out of the billions of people that are on the planet, you found a person that had the wrong reaction to your prospecting? They responded wrong to your connection? Where do you think this guy's focus is? And it's not really bad content. But when you see the ones where he flips his hand over, and there's probably two kinds of women that grabbed his hand and they started walking someplace. Ones that said, that was cool to catch it on camera, but nothing's happening. I mean, have any of you had people that came in as a free affiliate and they didn't buy anything? Yeah, it might have been cute in that moment, right? But then something changed the thought, right? Could it have possibly even been him that said, wait a minute? It's like, maybe he was pretty choosy about, but if you find videos on this guy, sometimes he hits groups of women. So he gets one, like, get the hell away from me reaction, two, walk away reaction, and the other one that grabs his hand and they go a different direction reaction. That's what happens when you approach groups of people, because all he did is increase his numbers. That's all he did, is he started hitting 4 and 5 and 7 at once instead of 1 at once. Did you guys catch that? And so I was blown away when I seen this, because I watched a number of them and he never says anything. It's like, are you interested? Yes or no? So how many of you, if you just kept doing it and you got an interested person and the experience turns out really, really, really good, could you then go through a lot of the not paying attention, won't give you the right connection, won't look at you, not interested, maybe every once in a while a slap in the face, if you knew that eventually another person would say, I'm interested? So you guys know that this guy's, Matt could check him out, but this guy is no doubt making a full-time income by walking around with a condom in his hand, doing fist pumping, right? But if you keep watching the videos, sometimes it's a piece of candy. Sometimes it's a little note. So I think that when he started catching on, then some women recognized him. And it's like, well, listen, will you fist pump me and just get a gift? So I hope that helped you guys. I look at my inner circle people, the people that have been around me for a while, so I don't need to go into the demonstration of the crayons and the color book. I think you guys are getting this. But it's like, you really, really, Matt can do some research to see if he can find this guy. And I'm going to let Matt come on, believe it or not, and let you guys know some people have been asking about some technical stuff. So, before you do that, Matt, I wanted to, here's a question for you guys. Craig will know this right away. Let me get this down. Craig, did we start the inner circle before we started promoting the YouTube channel, telling everybody that we're doing a YouTube channel? I guess some of you would know that, so, But you know what I'm trying to say.
No, go ahead, Craig. Sorry.
No, Matt, go ahead. Start.
Yeah, no, we definitely started the inner circle after we focused on YouTube more.
Yes.
Okay, got it. So you guys have just been hearing about the success, right? Do you guys remember back when we first posted, months ago about having no traffic on our channel? I thought I would just show you guys this picture before we let Matt talk. So subscribers up 265%, number of hours watched up 60%, number of views of 875%. Not that the inner circle is about a YouTube channel, but it is about contact and making people feel good. So I think that some of you will go, wow, this guy just keeps posting content. I know what some of you are saying. The same thing I said 2 years ago. I don't got time for that shit. Okay, so, it's like, it's pretty interesting that how many people do you know right now would like to make an extra $10,000 a year off their YouTube channel, and all you did was what you were supposed to be doing anyway, is making people feel better. So push yourself, push yourself. It's coming up, and I just tell people, don't worry about your looks or where you are. Hi, Peter and Linda. I just seen one of you wave. But so Matt, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Oh, thanks. Well, thanks. I was going to show that screenshot anyways, but I think I just want to start this by saying that I am no way in customer support or a teacher in any way for these tools. I want to preface by saying that because even though I may make videos explaining how I use these things, if you know anything about marketing, you know anything about tools, is that this stuff could change tomorrow. And now all the videos that I've shot are irrelevant. So my goal is to, believe it or not, one of the tools actually just got updated this morning and changed. So if I would have shot the video yesterday, which I thought about doing and just sharing earlier, I would have had to reshoot it again today. So with that said, just like anything, it always comes down to, for me, it always comes down to how little amount of time can I utilize to get the widest reach and the most results, right? And so for me, having done marketing now for maybe 10 years or so, I constantly am looking for ways, just like you guys do, to do things faster and quicker. And today is the perfect day to do this because, believe it or not, today's the 1-year birthday for ChatGPT. So to think that the AI that's pretty much revolutionized a lot of businesses in a lot of ways that we do things, every single tool that I'm about to show you utilizes GPT. So whether it's an API call, whether it's graphic design things or anything like that, a lot of them are utilizing GPT for this. And I think this is just going to become more so a thing. My goal by showing you guys these tools and stuff is not to say you have to utilize them, but it will make your life a lot easier if you want to do content creation. And only really if you want to do content creation or build a list or something like that. The tools that I'm going to show you, believe it or not, are things that people utilize to make a full-time income on YouTube. And they run faceless channels. They actually don't do any of the videos themselves. They don't do, their face isn't on camera. It's not their voice, anything like that. And maybe you guys have come across some of these shorts, or you've come across some of this stuff where you've seen like top 10 lists or inspirational quotes flying over picturesque scenes or anything like that, right? Or just reading a book or a paragraph or something along those lines. All of this can be done with AI. And believe it or not, back in the day, by back in the day, I mean a year ago, you would have to take all of this stuff and build it inside of something like Adobe Premiere. You'd have to get all of the elements together, edit it all together. And this is after you shoot it, make the motion graphics, do all of these things. And that's on top of having someone really, really good at picking specific points like Craig is. Before this, believe it or not, me and Craig would figure out the spots in my dad's videos that were the best. And then from those spots, I would cut shorts or he would cut shorts and we would upload them. Now we don't do that at all. Now AI does all of those things. It finds the spots, it cuts the shorts, it puts the text, motion text on the videos. It does all of that. Now, it's not a completely automated process. It's not something where you're just going to snap your fingers and all of a sudden have a successful YouTube channel. As far as anything with content creation goes, the better the content, the better it's going to do, right? You can't just cheat your way to uploading a bunch of videos and then growing. You really have to think and process what you want to share and what you want to do with your content and have an intent to stay consistent in that message, you know, because one thing about YouTube, and you guys will notice this, or most social media networks, is you get better results if you're consistent in where you're going. So if you're running a tech channel, probably not a good idea to talk about Beanie Babies or whatever else, right? People aren't going to show up that subscribed to your channel to watch Beanie Babies when they want to see what the new laptop is or whatever. I'm saying all this stuff beforehand to preface everything, because I know that by showing all of this, because I've done this before, I'm going to get a lot of questions from people. I'm going to get a lot of questions about, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do I make content from this? How do I make content for that? The answers, believe it or not, you can get all from ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So you don't even need me. You don't need any of those things. You can figure this all out yourself. It just takes time, energy, and effort, right? There's no clear cut shortcut, but this is the fastest one I've found so far. And like I said before, it's not going to mean you get immediate results. You still have to make great content. My dad shows up every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, and makes great content. That gives me a plethora of stuff to cut from, to go through with AI, to send out emails, to do all these things. So it's not me sitting down and shooting all these videos, but I just wanted to preface by saying that before I show you this. So with that said, I'm going to share my screen. I'll go over a few of these things first. All of these tools will be on roberthollis.com/AI. So there's links to all of these tools, and some of them are affiliate links. I've already written that there. So if you guys do end up signing up, some of these services are completely free to a certain point, but if you do end up signing up for any of them, you'll be benefiting our community and our channel and growing. So we appreciate that as well. So I'm going to share my screen here. Let me see. I have so many screens. I have to figure out which one it is. It's like the Matrix in here. So this is the first one I'm going to show you guys. This software is called CapCut. Now, you guys may know about it. Can everyone see my screen before I?
Yes, we got it.
We got it? Good. So this tool, believe it or not, CapCut, is owned by ByteDance. Does anyone know what ByteDance is? Okay, ByteDance is the company that owns TikTok. They also own a few other massive companies. They're a Chinese company. I'm sure that's obvious once you know they own TikTok. But basically, they make a lot of tools that you can utilize for free. And their goal is to monetize the views, just like YouTube does, for ad revenue, like they do with TikTok. So the easier that they make it for you as a content creator to make content, the more money they're going to make. So this tool that I'm about to show you is pretty free to a certain extent. And what I mean by that is for most of you guys, it's going to be completely free. Unless if you're making 3-hour podcasts like we are, or doing daily videos, if you're not doing content that's that long and that much gravity of it, you probably won't run out of space with CapCut. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit. You can sign up for this for free. They have this whole like start page here. You can see I already have a recent draft of a video. They have templates for videos, and you'll see some of these are for TikToks, Christmas promos, right? Because you can edit, believe it or not, you can edit whole videos in this on the browser. They have a phone app as well for anyone that doesn't have that. So what's so cool about CapCut is that they've already jumped, like TikTok did, into utilizing AI features and tools. And one of the tools that just came out this week was long videos to shorts. You guys see that? So long videos to shorts. This is exactly what shorts are. So when I click on this tool, I can upload a video or drag and drop a video. Let me get one here. Find one of my dad's videos. Okay. So as I'm uploading this, this is free. So if you scroll up here, it says you can still convert 157 minutes of long videos into shorts for free. And then on the 27th, which is when I originally signed up for CapCut, I'll get another 180 minutes, and then I get to use those. So these minutes are based off of the size of the videos you upload. So if you pre-edit your videos down smaller, you'll get more time. If you cut out a lot of the stuff, you can use other apps to do this, or Premiere or something along those lines. But if you cut down your clips so they're not like a bunch of ums and ahs in there, you'll get more out of this tool for free. But the cost to add more storage or to do these things really isn't that expensive for what you get. So the first thing I'm going to do is, you can see right here, it's already uploaded the video. I can play it and watch it, replace it. But down here, you're going to see set duration for shorts. So obviously anything 60 seconds and lower is what we want, because if you're making shorts, they can't be over 60 seconds. And I'm talking very specific. If it's 1 minute, it won't be a short anymore. It has to be 59 seconds. So we're going to hit 60 seconds and we're going to click convert. So right now, what ChatGPT and this AI are doing are creating shorts from the video. It's going to take 45 minutes because obviously this is free. I'm not really like in the front of the line or anything like that. But as they're saying right here, you can edit the shorts afterwards. So it's going to analyze that whole entire video that I just gave it, convert the long video into a bunch of shorts that I can select from, and then I can edit those shorts afterwards and then export them to upload to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram feeds, Facebook feeds, whatever you guys want to use. So as this is working, I'm going to show you guys a couple other tools. The other one here is vidIQ. Now, vidIQ is like, I would say, the strongest tool out as far as AI research goes, outside of just using ChatGPT. But the thing is that with ChatGPT, you're going to kind of run into a lot of like, you'd have to teach it to do niche stuff, and you may be able to do that with custom GPTs. I just haven't played around with that because this tool has been so useful to me. So what this tool does is you connect it to your YouTube channel, and it basically just allows AI to give you ideas for your YouTube channel, the best times to post on what days. So you'll see here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, current best times. You got achievements in there, of course, you got to have those. A growth plan. So they have like a whole entire course for you guys in here to figure out how to attract viewers. As you can see, I haven't finished the attract viewers part yet, so I'll figure out how to do that later.
Matt,
but
can you explain to me why 84% of the people that watch my videos are men? Like, is there something wrong?
It was 50-50. No, it was 50-50 before, but predominantly. So we're running YouTube Shorts with this channel, right? Men predominantly watch YouTube Shorts more than women do. So if you had TikTok metrics or Instagram metrics, from what we've seen and what I've heard, a lot more women scroll on TikTok for their short content, or Instagram feeds for their short content, than YouTube feeds. It's a lot more men do that. So that's something to keep in mind. But any of the videos that are being cut right now can go to any of those platforms. So it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter where you want to put it. We just do YouTube because that's where we want to build, right? So
I'm sorry to interrupt
you,
Matt.
No, go ahead.
Interrupt you, but is that where, scroll up?
Sure.
Is that where it
You want me to
says?
zoom in?
No, it says, so by January 10th, we're going to hit 600,000 views.
Yeah, and believe it or not, it's funny watching this thing update in real time, because what ends up happening is we hit that benchmark really quickly. Like, we went from 500,000 views to 550 to 574 in the span of a week. So there's not right. So there's no like it's just something for you to strive for, right? They gamified it a lot because I believe this is the way that humans really work. Like, they've figured it out, right? So one of the really cool things about this tool is, a lot of people will ask me, like, okay, I'm starting on YouTube, I'm starting making content. What the hell do I do? What content do I make? What videos do I shoot? On what subjects? That's going to be very specific to what you want to talk about, but this tool is going to help you do that. So one of the cool things about it is you've got daily ideas. So pick a subject, personal development. It's going to tell you the view prediction of the chances that video will get views. It's going to give you a title, how to overcome self-doubt and achieve your goals in personal development. Great. That's awesome. Here's some personalized ideas for just specifically my dad's channel. Overcoming obstacles on certain people or whatever certain mentors he's talked about, right? Because it's really good if you're going to talk about something, right? If you're going to talk about Elon Musk, put his name in the title of the video, right? Because if you're going to talk about someone that has a lot of people searching for them, probably pretty good idea to let people know that that video has it in there. So any of these ideas you can check and click on, and it will show you the top 10 ranking videos that are close to that, right? So you can even watch them on YouTube and go, okay, outsmart your self-doubt. That's by Mel Robbins. Great video, right? I'm going to pull that up for a second. I'm going to copy the video URL. Listen, this is 4 minutes and 20 seconds, right? That's not that long, right? So I could watch that and kind of figure it out. Let's watch one of these TED Talks, though. 18 minutes. That's 18 minutes is a long video. I don't know if I really want to sit through 18 minutes, right? So what I'm going to do is go over to ChatGPT, and inside ChatGPT, if you have the paid version of it, it's $20 a month. If you're not spending $20 a month for the best tool ever, I don't know what you guys are doing. Just definitely buy this. Even if you're not using it for what I'm about to show you, you could use it to cook things. You could use it for anything. Like, it really is something that I use every single day of my life. I wake up and use this tool. So look, it's got the little birthday hat on there right now because it's his first birthday, right? So in here, it allows me to pick through 3 different kinds of GPTs: the old version, the new version, and plugins. Plugins is what you want to use because inside of plugins, there's this one called Vox Script, right? All this is free once you pay the $20 a month. So you just go to plugins, click plugin store. Okay. Search Vox Script in there. Install it. Once it's installed, you'll see it's up here clicked, right? Watch this. So it's going to go through the whole entire video right now. That 18 minutes. It's going to read it's going to watch the whole video for me. And it's going to break that whole video down into 5 bullet points. Now, what's so crazy about this, you guys, is imagine for research, right? You're thinking of what to make. This is infinite. You can put as many things and ask as many questions now about this as you want. GPT just watched the video. So I can ask anything about the video I want. So it's going to give me 5 things. So we can read them. Childhood impact and self-perception. This is how to eliminate self-doubt and the power of your unconscious mind. So I can read through these top 5 things. Are these looking familiar to any emails you guys may have been getting lately? Right? So you can scroll through here. Sage argues that our environment has more significant impact than our willpower. That's very true. So yeah, that's pretty cool, right? You can get any video, but watch. I can ask it, can you elaborate on the 5th? Can I elaborate on the 5th bullet point? Maybe I just want to make a video about just that bullet point that she talked about. Certainly. Now it's going to take that and break that down even more into more bullet points for me to have information for my video, talk about on my live, to do whatever I want, right? I can have this on a second screen in front of me as a reference. I can do whatever I want with it. The cool thing about GPT is it never kind of says no to a lot of things, unless if it's like graphic or something, you know, or copyrighted. So it's breaking down that 5th bullet point into 5 other bullet points, and then it gives me a summary at the bottom. Obviously, I can do with this anything I want. If you guys haven't played around with this yet, I could sit here forever and I could ask it anything. Does anyone want a question on any of this stuff? Just throw something at me to ask it about this video.
Okay, Matt, what does it mean by embodiment of positive change?
Okay. I don't want to type that out, so I'm going to copy it. So why would I ever use Google again? Because now I have a tool that's strong enough in seconds to get me any piece of information I want from any video. And all you need is Vox script, because GPT will not read or will not watch YouTube videos without this plugin. So there's people that have invented plugins or specific GPTs to, you know, get around certain aspects of the programming that they have blocked off. And it's free, and you download it right on there. You don't have to go to a separate site. You don't have to do anything like that. So I'm going to see if this works in here. I don't think it works outside of GPT-4, but I'm just going to ask to have fun. Can you make me a YouTube thumbnail? Yeah, can't do it in here. So if I went over to GPT-4, if you guys didn't know this, GPT-4 can make anything, right? At this
so
point.
Wait a minute. That what you were sharing with us was 3.5, the free version.
No, this is plugins. You have to have the paid version.
Oh,
so
okay. But
3.5 is what everybody else has.
Okay.
This is the free version. GPT-4 is $20 a month, and plugins is $20 a month. Like I said,
so there's
yeah, all of what I'm showing you right now, you get for $20 a month plus everything else that GPT does, which is.
I just want to make sure that everybody understands that the plugin is free with the GPT-4.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So if you go, you know, I have certain GPTs for certain things, not that I use all these, but this one's called Thumbnail Wizard. So if I wanted to design a thumbnail for a YouTube video, say I'm doing one on that. So I already have that. So I'm going to go YouTube thumbnail for. And it's going to sit there. It's going to, you know, it's going to give me some things. It wants more detail, obviously, because it can create whatever I want, but I'm going to stop it and just say, you know, you decide. I don't want to sit here. So it's coming up with the color palette, making sure that's everything I want. Now it's creating the image. So it's going to sit here for like a couple of seconds, and then it's going to make an image that's never existed before out of nowhere. So we don't know what this image is going to look like, but I use this mostly for like a lot of backgrounds, but I'm going to show you guys here in a second. The reason I'm showing you this stuff with GPT is that GPT can do. Wow. So look, it even did the font embodiment of positive change. Great.
Even though it's spelled
now I have
wrong.
the thumbnail. Did it? Yeah, you just would have to keep prompting. You'll keep prompting it and it'll get it right. But this is only going to get better. It's never going to get worse. So I just showed that to you guys, all those GPT tools, because you can get all that for $20 a month. Because the rest of the tools that I'm going to show you aren't exactly that cheap. Sometimes CapCut's pretty much free, but some of the other ones are not. So one of the cool things about vidIQ is that there's actually a plugin for Chrome for vidIQ. So once you log in, it just runs in the back of your YouTube channel. So if I'm going to upload a video, let me just drag whatever here so you guys can see. I'm going to upload a video, right? Sometimes this doesn't work, which is going to be funny if this is one of the times it doesn't. It is one of the times it's not going to. So I'll just refresh. And then hit create, upload video. So you don't really even have to use the vidIQ website. You could do it any way that you want. So we'll see if it comes up now. It might not. I have to, but normally there's a button that will come up right here that will recommend titles based off of whatever, but you can just do all this inside of here as well. So I'm going to finish showing you what vidIQ can do, and then we'll go into the final tool, which I've been using a lot, right? So, okay, you have daily ideas, right? I throw in a subject. I'm like, I want to talk about personal development. Here's a couple based off of what it's given me. But you know, I want to do less research. I want to do a video right now, right? So I'm just going to generate one. So we're going to put that same title in there, embodiment of positive change, streamline my video content creation process. I'm going to hit go. So now this is connecting to GPT. It's writing the subject, the title for the video. Here's the description that goes in the video. Here's the hashtags that go in the video. Here is the video script for you to read if you wanted to. And then here's the voiceover of an AI reading it. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
No, we can't.
You can't? Well, anyway, it will read the whole entire script for you. And then look down here. Thumbnails. So this only does thumbnail backgrounds. So if any of you guys have ever used Canva before, that's another free tool that's like a replacement for Photoshop. You can just click this, download this, throw it in Canva, throw a picture of yourself on it, upload it on YouTube. Eventually AI will just be able to put you on the photo and then you won't have to do it at all. But
Matt,
we
how
might
much
be
is vidIQ?
It's a good question, Craig. I think it's pretty cheap. Let me find out what we're paying. You know what? Instead of doing that, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to ask GPT. It's going to go on the internet real quick for me. It's going to research how much vidIQ costs, and it's going to tell me. So a lot of these tools, like I said, I seriously just run a lot of things through ChatGPT. Like it's basically like having a whole staff of employees and I at my fingertips at a moment's notice, and I don't have to pay them anything but $20 a month. So pretty crazy. So now you can see this is how much it costs. So the basic plan is free. The pro plan, which is what we're in, is $10 a month. Or no, I think we're on the boost plan. The boost plan is like $25 a month or something like that. I don't even think you guys need the boost plan because most of you are probably not that much into the data aspect of it. I need it for the data aspect of it, but that's basically how much that tool costs. So yeah, you can put any idea in here. Like I said, you could put any video, it'll come up. Look, I could put in the same thing. It'll come up with a whole nother video with a whole nother set of thumbnails. So I'm like, I didn't really like that script. Didn't really like that. Let's just do it again, right? I can do this as many times as I want. Now I have, I guess, caterpillars and stuff. So that's cool. But another option that this thing has, search keywords. So it makes the whole keyword process easy. If you're making YouTube videos and you're like, I don't know what keywords to use. Once you upload the video, that little thing will show up when you're dropping the video download in there, and it will it'll just be like, here's some keywords that might be good for you. But of course, you could just put one in and then it will recommend 8 more. And then you just put one in and it recommends 8 more. So you don't even have to think about what keywords. Here's the top keywords terms for our specific channel. I don't know why beautiful women in the world is on there, but I guess. You can see top keyword opportunities, places for us to grow, top search terms in our channel, rising keywords. So these are things that are just on YouTube that are really trending. We've got competitors. So we have a couple of other competitors in here. Our main competitor that we want to compete against is Mind Valley. We're quite a far ways away, as you can see. So Mind Valley gets about 60 million views a month. So that's pretty crazy. But we got Ray Higdon and Eric Worre in here. So we're now competing with them. So that's cool. So you can see what type of the content they make and go, okay, where did this do well for them? Maybe I should do an idea similar, right? A lot of content creation on YouTube and on other platforms is based off of a lot of research, right? You find a topic or you find something that that's relevant. And this is something that Evan Carmichael said in his training too. You find something that's relevant. Say you're searching for a topic, find a video that has millions of views, but not a lot of subscribers. That means people search specifically for that term, watch that video, but didn't subscribe to the channel. That's always normally a good indication that the video subject itself is a good one. But like I said, vidIQ helps you with a lot of that stuff. So this is where you'd see the best times to post for your videos based off your subscribers. I can actually see the channels that you guys are subscribed to the most. So My Daily Choice is in there. There's a few other ones in here. Beer Biceps. 111 of you guys that are watching this are subscribed to Beer Biceps. So I know that now. So we got SEO. A lot of these other tools I'm going to show you guys are just part of the bigger version. You guys won't need. SEO is stuff where I'm like really looking for specific niches and stuff. Max, there's this whole training platform. Like I said, they make videos teaching you how to do YouTube. Then I'm going to show you this last part. This might look a little familiar because it's basically ChatGPT. They've made a specific version of ChatGPT inside of vidIQ that you can ask specific niche questions about YouTube stuff. So based on my channel, what video ideas do you have for me? This is me asking as Robert Hollis YouTube channel. Based on the data, blah, blah, blah. Deep dive into success stories. That's actually a very good idea. Understanding my audience. Geographical insights. Figure out where they are. Engagement boosters. So these are ways that I could grow my channel, right? It's looking at my whole entire YouTube channel right now and telling me the areas that I could do better in. Great suggestions. I really like these ideas of deep diving into success stories. Can you give me some tips on how to conduct engaging interviews for this type of video?
Wow.
It's going to think for a second. So when you say, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to make, I don't know what subjects to talk about, this tool, vidIQ, I think can do 90% of your guys' stuff. As far as figuring out what to do. So on the other end of it, you make the content.
Matt, I only do one other step than what you do.
What's that?
Matt, what should I talk about?
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, you need a Matt, right? You need a Matt on your team. But I mean, I could make myself as a GPT maybe in the future, and then everyone can talk to Matt. But
but you're going by this for the subjects of the stuff that I'm doing.
Yes. No, believe it or not, I'm doing research. It's also based off of the shorts that we're watching that are doing the best, right? And go, okay, this subject's really resonating with people. We should do a whole video on it, right?
Right.
And so that's cutting out, say, Dad, today you talked about your partner. That is from a short that went really well for us that got like 8,000 views of you, Dad, talking on stage about getting your partner's support in network marketing. So it's like, great. I cut that out, or I didn't cut that out. Vizard cut that out. I edited it and cleaned it up, put it on YouTube. It did well. That gave us an indication that we should do more content like that. And then we did. And then the video that you did today will be cut into shorts that will go up tomorrow. So, yeah, you can see, you can just keep asking it. How can I make my interviewees feel more comfortable during the interview? It just keeps going and going and going. So even if you don't know what to ask it, it just will keep going. Hey, ask me this, ask me this. And so
what's the fastest way to 100,000 subscribers?
Can ask. I don't know if this one we'll see.
Well, it says it's looking at the channel.
Yep. It might say a lot of the stuff that we've already. So look, it knows. But look, it knows our audience right now, because of the shorts, is predominantly male within a certain age range. So it's going, okay, target those people. And I'm sure you guys will see more content from us based off of those things, and also hitting other demographics. But look, it'll just keep asking you, what are some other video topics to resonate with my target audience? It knows all this stuff.
Amazing.
Because all you did is connect it to your YouTube channel. So it just keeps going and going and going, right?
Like you guys are bunny.
Exactly. So now what I'm going to do is go back to CapCut, and now you guys will see we waited our time. We've got 20 shorts here. Some of them have titles, some of them don't. It tells you exactly what part in the video it cut it from and how long they are. So 38 seconds, 53 seconds. I can edit it or just straight export it. So I don't know how to turn on audio here on Zoom. Craig, do you know how to do that?
Yeah,
so
you'll need to
hear?
Close the share, and then on the bottom left, there's two check boxes. Click.
I mean, you guys don't need to hear this video. You watch
and then
them. So
open it back up. That's the way to do it.
Thank you, though. So if I look at some of these, we'll see how well this one did. Because sometimes sometimes the AI is really good at certain things, and sometimes it's not very good at other things. I found out that my dad's hands move around a lot when he talks. So when his hands move around a lot when he talks, sometimes the AI sees that motion as where the camera should move, and it will, right? So look at the titles coming up. Here's all, it transcribed it all. So if I don't want the video jumping around.
That's funny, Matt. Sometimes I think you should just leave that movement in there. People are like, where is he going?
But the thing is, though, is when you see a lot of people make YouTube content or make shorts content, you'll realize there's a lot of quick zoom ins and zoom outs. There's a reason for that. There's a reason you use that in filmmaking. It's to break the monotony of seeing the same shot. So everything I just showed you with the CapCut stuff is free. Everything I just did to get that short, this short right here, if I wanted to edit it, believe it or not, I can edit the captions over here. The transcripts right here. What's really, really cool about a lot of new tools is, say you look at this timeline and you go, oh my God, I don't want to have to cut through all this. I'm not a video editor. Like, I don't want to have to click and cut and do all those things. Okay, I'll just have it transcribe the whole entire video, because this is a new way of editing now. So it's going to transcribe all of that. And if I delete parts of this transcription, it cuts that out of the video. So watch, if I delete right's gone. Doesn't exist anymore. Just added a jump cut there. Oh, we're in the wrong spot. Still in the wrong spot. So it's just going to be a jump cut there. But it just goes to show you, if you're like, man, this is how would I edit my shorts? Easy. Just go over the words that you don't want, delete them, and they don't exist anymore. That part of the video doesn't exist. Nice. So you can always go back. One really cool thing, identifying filler words.
What an easy way to get rid of swear words.
If you want to, if your audience doesn't like swearing. It'll tell you if you have filler words. Apparently in this video, Dad, you don't have a lot, so it only could cut out 5 seconds. But it will go through and go, here's where the silences are. Here's where the ums and ahs are. Do you want those in the video or not? And it'll just eliminate them if you don't want them. What's cool about CapCut is they have stock videos, so you could just drag, I believe, videos down in here, add them, specific things for Christmas. They got audio. Maybe you want to have music playing behind your video. Maybe you want stickers on there. You know, you'll see some people maybe want the subscribe button to pop up. So you could do that, see? Or arrows or anything like that. If you want effects, I can make you spin around and do all kinds of crazy stuff, Dad, if I wanted to. Zoom lens. These are the types of things to break up the monotony. Like I said, I could take the zoom lens setting, drop it on this top timeline here, drag it to the amount of time I want the zoom lens in. If it will let me, probably not. But anyways, I'm taking a lot of time showing this because I'm not going to show you how to edit. Just go wild with this. Let your creativity go wild, because this tool is free up to a certain extent. Any of you guys can use it. And when I said people make full-time incomes not showing their faces, they take other people's content and do this. So they'll take a Joe Rogan interview and they'll drop it in here and it'll cut 20 shorts out of it. And they'll take those clips, upload them to YouTube, because Joe Rogan doesn't care, monetize them, and make tens of thousands of dollars off Joe Rogan clips off YouTube.
By the way, I don't care either. You guys can take all my videos.
As a matter of fact, if you want to cut up clips of my dad's videos and upload them as your own shorts, go ahead. As long as you put our YouTube channel link in the description, I'm fine with that. So that's another way if you guys want to help us grow too. So that's CapCut.
My first YouTube channel that got shut down because I had none of me, because I had no self-esteem, no confidence, no belief in myself, constantly didn't think the lighting was good, thought my laugh was stupid, and another 713 excuses for not doing shit. So I took other people's videos and other commercials that were commercial videos and put it on my YouTube channel because I didn't want to do my own content. And so I got copy strikes on it, and they took my YouTube channel away.
Yeah, luckily it's not like that anymore. What they'll do now is they'll just monetize the video for whoever owns the content. You just won't make any money off of it. So if you see certain clips of movies, like you'll see someone upload a meme of a movie clip as a reference to something, and they'll put text on it like a meme, like this is me when I get out of the shower or whatever, right? They're not making any money off those clips, because the moment that hits YouTube, they're going, that's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You're not making any money off that. Ferris Bueller is, or, John Hughes. But here's a couple other really cool tools. Script to video. So generate scripts to create videos in a few clicks. I have not used this because, to be honest, I still am a little bit perplexed by the whole fact that you can just have AI make you a whole entire video based off your idea now. I haven't really done much with that, so I don't really know much about this tool. AutoCut, this is going to go through a whole entire video, like a podcast, and cut all the parts out the AI doesn't think need to be there. So if you have 3 hours worth of content interviewing somebody, you're like, it needs to be an hour, run it through AutoCut. It will cut it down a little bit, and then you can cut it down from there if you want to. I already talked about long videos to shorts. We already saw that. That's free. Text to design. This is just like what I just did with ChatGPT, prompting it to make a picture. A lot of those AI prompts are there. There's a couple of other ones in here that you guys might like. Removing the background from a video. So if you say you don't like your background, it will remove the background. You can put any background back there you want. So if you're like, I don't like my background where I am right now, it's a white background or it's no background, you can get rid of it and put anything you want with AI. Can upscale old videos. So say you have an old piece of content you want to show people. There's a few interviews that my dad's done that I've had to upscale to 1080p. AI is getting better and better at upscaling videos to 4K too, which is kind of crazy.
Wow.
This will change the aspect ratio. So say you have a wide shot and you just want a specific amount. It will look in it and go, this is probably the most interesting part of the video. Let's focus there. The crazy thing is it can create its own slow motion and video stabilization as well, which is pretty cool. That's stuff that's been in Premiere for a while, but you know, it's insane to think that AI can actually watch a whole video. And instead, before, what you used to have to do is have a really fast camera that could shoot a lot of frames per second, and then you'd slow it down and that would create slow motion, right? But now what people can do is you can shoot the video normally, put it in here, and AI will create the 300 frames in between to create the slow motion effect. So you don't even need to shoot it in a high frame rate, which means you could shoot it with a cheaper camera and still get slow motion. And then video stabilization, say you're walking with your dog and you're doing a vlog and you're moving a lot, or you're doing something more active, it will stabilize. AI is more than capable at this point. I've done this a lot. Stabilize a complete video so it's not moving at all. It's not jittery. It's not shaking. So that's a lot of the tools that you can use in CapCut. CapCut is completely free up to a certain point. And even the paid models of CapCut, let's go in here. I actually see, what is CapCut? I'm like, me and Craig were talking about it the other day because we wanted to share it with you guys. So it's like, how much does it cost? CapCut Pro is $7.99 a month, and the bigger models are $9.99 a month. So even some of those tools, if you wanted to use them that you couldn't use, we're talking about $10 a month to use them. Not bad at all. So with that said, I only have one more tool that I want to show you guys, and this is the one that I've been currently creating a lot of our content with. It's more expensive. It starts at $30 a month. We use the $60 a month version, but I'd say it's better currently than CapCut. I don't think that will last forever because CapCut is owned by ByteDance, but it's called Vizard, right? Vizard. And like I said, if you go to roberthollis.com/AI, we've got links to all of these and what they're for in here, including Canva, which has a bunch of AI tools for thumbnails. But Vizard is like a very, very streamlined version of CapCut. So one thing that I really like about it is you can do it straight from a link. So if I click create project, I can import from Zoom. Say I have a Zoom recording. It knows how to cut Zoom recordings up really easily with the AI. Wow. I can record a video straight from my lab or straight from my computer right now with my webcam and mic, and instantly it will start cutting parts from it. I can upload a local file, or like I said, my favorite part, upload from link. So it'll tell you here, our AI performs the best with chatcasts, which is what my dad does. It's like, hey, I'm just chatting with my people. Educational videos, also what my dad does. Commentaries, say you're commentating over something. Interviews with people, it can actually differentiate between who's talking and who isn't and change the camera in real time. And then speeches, you've seen some of my dad's live stuff. If you're doing vlogs that are like multiple different shots where you're not in the same spot, not as great with that. And music videos, obviously, it's going to cut up the lyrics and make no sense. So it's not good for that. So what I could do now is go to content. Let's just get the shorts that we need for tomorrow so we can start going through them. So I'm going to take the video that my dad did today. We're going to copy it. And this is vidIQ. So any video I actually go on, you guys will see the AI coach not only shows up, and I can ask on any video on YouTube, how do I, or give me summarize this video for me. You could do exactly the same thing I showed you GPT can do. Analyze the hook of this video. Why did this video do so well or so poorly? I can ask it things right here, and it's going to think about it and watch the video for me and give me why this video did well or didn't, or why it did poorly. You can see the score, how many views per second it's getting. The engagement, which is the most important thing on YouTube, is incredible for this video. More than 15% of people that watch it engage with it. You can see the average views, the things that we're missing. So it's like, okay, Dad, the title's a little too long. We're going to have to cut that down. Channel tags, all different kinds of stuff like that. But what we're going to do is right click on the video, copy the URL, go back to Vizard, paste the URL, hit continue. It's going to ask me the exact same thing the other one did. I want clips between 30 and 60 seconds. Hit next. And we're going to wait a second. This one's a lot faster than CapCut, but that's because it's a paid program. Like I said, it starts at $30 a month, and then the version we pay for is $60 a month. But I think everybody here will be totally fine with the $30 a month version. And the $60 a month version is only because of the amount of content we go through. It's a lot. So I'll show you guys real quick. 1 second. When we go back here while that's going. So this is the difference between the pro plan or whatever. So you'll see I have 6,000 minutes to use, and then that resets once a month. So you can manage the plan. And I forget how much you get with the cheaper plan. I could ask GPT, but I'm pretty sure it's 1,500. So I don't know how much content you guys all create. If you're going to run a channel that's based off other people's content, you probably would want 6,000, but odds are you're not running through 1,500 minutes a month of content, right? 60 minutes.
Back.
Matt?
He locked up his computer.
Vizard.
There he is. Matt, you may want to repeat what you were just sharing within
what happened?
About 20 seconds. You locked up.
Oh, sorry about that. Well, I was just saying the cheaper plan I think is 1,500 hours or minutes a month. To think 60 minutes is a whole hour video, so it's like most of you guys probably won't do 1,500 minutes a month unless if you're running through other people's content, or you're making content every day like my dad is. But what I was saying is what Vizard and vidIQ and CapCut, all of these, if you use any of these tools and click on any of them, I believe if I click on this one because I haven't yet, look at that. A tutorial right before you get started on exactly how to use it, exactly what to do. So you don't have to go, how do I use this? What do I do? Vizard has the same thing. So they have all these videos, how to auto generate clips, how to edit videos, and they're going to take you surprise right to YouTube. So we're going to go back to our Vizard video. I don't know why the upload failed on that one, but we'll do a different one. Sometimes they don't work because of this specifically right here. Sometimes YouTube takes a whole 24 hours to generate closed captions for a video.
Oh.
And sometimes some of these softwares use the closed captions to make sure that the transcription's better. Vizard's one of those. It doesn't want to mess up on words. So it's like, hey, wait for the transcription. So I'll take this one instead, because we know that that's got one. I've already done this video, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, I don't think I've ever hit that 6,000 ever. So we're going to put this other video in here and we're going to start it. This is the last thing I'll show you guys. So, because it's the tool that I've been using every single day, but I might eventually move back over to CapCut. Me and Craig have been talking about that only because I think in the long term, there's going to be a lot more assets added to that, just because, like I said, ByteDance, who owns TikTok, owns it. They're one of the biggest corporations in the world. So I think that you guys are also going to see a lot of these tools come directly into YouTube over the next couple of months. It would not surprise me if everything I just showed you with Vizard automatically is in YouTube and will cut shorts from your content that you upload on YouTube straight inside the site. I would not be surprised in the slightest if they did that, because it's Google, right? So this might take a while, just like the other one. It'll take 24 minutes, but I'll go back. I was just showing you guys how you could do a link. I'll go back and show you guys what this looks like. So this is one of our Mastering the Science of Getting Rich. I've been getting a lot of clips from these. And you'll see here, it'll say the viral score. It'll tell you why it thinks it'll do good. So there's John Tier there. It's got John Tier. It says this video would do well. So they just added this. So now it auto captions, right? If I click here, I can export it here, but if I hit edit, it's going to bring me into the editor, and then this will look familiar. Text-based editing. They don't even let you edit a timeline. So if you wanted to do that, definitely use CapCut, but transcription editing is really easy. So see how fast I can click around the video to the specific parts. These are the parts that the AI was like, hey, I don't think this needs to be in the video, so just cut that out. But all I have to do is just go over it and hit revert. And then watch, I can go to gone, hit play. Look, subtitles are already there.
Wow.
And then you're like, hey, I don't like the way that those subtitles look. Okay, let's do different ones.
Wow.
Let's edit the this up here. Say you want templates. So there's certain ones specific. Okay, I want this video's not in the right aspect ratio. I need it different. Maybe you have two people talking. It will be able to notice those two different people and separate them top, bottom. Or if you have three people talking, like I'll show you here in a second. I don't know why the AI on this loves me so much. Maybe because I'm using it all the time or something. But I put our podcast in from yesterday, and it like 99% of the clips are me talking. I don't know why. So I would have to go in, but see how it takes those clips and puts it in there. I'm in there. Here's the whole. So it's like, okay, this is when we talked about Jimmy Carter's love for his wife. It's saying, hey, listen, people would probably want to watch this short. So this would be a good one to take. I'm like, the cameras are a little messed up. I'm going to click on edit. Very easy to edit inside of Vizard. That's why I've been using it a lot, because it's all drag and drop. So I could just take Craig and I could expand him. I could move myself. Like I could take this spot right here, go, okay, I don't want all that top area. Just have me in there. But I want more of Craig, and I want more of my dad. Obviously, it's going to be specific based off the sizes you want. Let's not completely block Craig out of there. But I'm just showing you guys the amount of things that you can do with it, and you can click around and you can edit it that way. Like I said, you could add headlines. You could type the headlines in. The subtitles you can change. Say you want your background blurred, you can do that, and it'll find you specifically and blur your background or add something different behind you. This is all stuff that you've already seen. You can add your logo or an outro automatically, and then every single video that you make will automatically have the logo and the outro on them. So that's pretty cool if that's something you want to use. I'll show you one more thing, actually. I'll go back to that clip. So some of you might be like, I don't want to, maybe I want to use this not for just for shorts, right? You can do landscape, which shows you what platforms that's good for. Square shows you what platforms that's good for. Vertical or portrait. So portrait's going to be good for, of course, all of the shorts places. But the cool thing is any video you link from YouTube and put in here, you can click edit. And this is what I normally do. So say the AI gives me all these clips, right? But it's cutting off my dad's voice at the very end. AI is not perfect. Sometimes it's going to give you really good clips, and you can export them right away with a little changes to the fonts or whatever you like visually. And sometimes it's just going to be like a crapshoot, and you'll watch the video and you'll go, no one's going to watch this. It doesn't make any sense. It's cut up in a weird way. It just didn't get it right. Here's the whole entire video, the whole entire transcription of the edited video. I can export and edit this whole video with text here and put it directly on YouTube, because I said you can upload videos without using Premiere, without using CapCut, without using anything. So if you want to edit your videos with Vizard for $30 a month, you can do that all with transcription editing. So if I click on a certain part, it's just going to skip to that part in the video through the timeline. Of course, this video is 2 hours and 27 minutes. So this might lag a little bit. It's already adding subtitles, but of course I can change those. I can delete parts. I can click get AI clips, and then it will just start going through the video. I can click remove silences. It's going to go through, and you're going to see all these 1.3 seconds, 1.1 seconds. These are silences. So it'll just take out every single time someone's silent. It took out 2 minutes and 37 seconds to silence. And then it's as easy as just clicking export up here, and then it exports it I don't know what I'm doing with this. This is going to take forever. So yeah, that's basically a lot of the AI tools I'm using. If you wanted to see what I do for the daily emails, say you send out emails, maybe Bob, you're using the emails or something. All I'm doing for that is using the ChatGPT plugin for VoxScript, dropping my dad's video in, and then I'm saying, can you write me an email with 5 bullet points from this video? Make the email in first person from Robert Hollis. It watches the whole video. Dear recipient, I hope this email finds you well. Gives those bullet points. It's exactly specifically what my dad's saying, and it tries its best, and it gets better with time to replicate the way that he talks. So you'll see a lot of blessed and highly favored, or I hope this message finds you well, or those types of things in there, because sometimes my dad says those things. So it's like, hey, maybe it wants that in there. But the crazy thing about this is I played around with this for hours. So this is the email that went out this morning, the hidden problems behind your dysfunctional team. Now, it used to take me, I would watch the videos and then I would write out a transcript and then, or have them transcribed. And then I would edit down the bullet points and write the emails. Now GPT will watch the whole video and spit this out. It's better than the way that I could do it. Grammarly, it's correct. Everything's perfect. And I just copy and paste it into an email and send it out. Because honestly, you guys would be surprised how many emails we've gotten back from people going, holy shit, who's writing your guys' emails? Like, these are great. It's great to have bullet points for the video I watched yesterday, or the bullet points for the video I missed. So this can be really easy, even if you're posting on social media, right? You'd be like, I just made this new video. Here's 3 tidbits from it, right? And you don't need to write that yourself. You don't have to sit down and go, man, what 3 tidbits do I want? Let GPT write it for you, edit what it wrote, and then use that. You save yourself some time. It's like having an employee to do it, right? So it cuts all these down, but watch this. If I said, can you write the same email, but funnier and with more emojis? So it's going to rewrite that same email, except now it's going to write the whole email with a bunch of funny things and emojis. So same subjects, same everything, same video. It's funny. It's like, let me tell you the hidden problems behind your dysfunctional team. And let me tell you, it's a wild ride. Here are the LOL worthy highlights. Teams not believing in themselves. That's like a superhero not knowing they have superpowers. Like, see, so you're really seeing, believe it or not, if you go through YouTube comments, if you go through reviews on Amazon, if you go through a lot of shit on the internet now, you're going to realize after you've used GPT for a while that a majority of stuff written on the internet right now is from GPT. Believe it or not, as great as Evan Carmichael is, he's posted comments on some of our videos, and immediately, without looking, just reading it for a second, I'm like, GPT wrote that comment. I know it because it's clear, it's precise. No one writes like GPT does, and so you can ask it to make it different, more your style, right? If you pay $20 a month, you'll have this new feature that I'm not going to get into here. You're going to have to watch YouTube videos on it because it's a whole thing. But let me get rid of some of these tabs. Anybody else have like 10 tabs open? But if you click explore, basically, there's going to be a bunch. You can make your own GPTs. That's what Thumbnail Wizard is. You can also copy other people's. So they have a few in here that they made. So this is the negotiator. I help you advocate for yourself and get better outcomes. Become a great negotiator. So if I click on the negotiator, now I can talk to the negotiator. Can you role play a salary negotiation for me? We'll regenerate. Sometimes it doesn't go. But I'm just showing you guys the gravity or the level of the tool, right? So people use this for personal development. They use it for self-help. Say you're having a problem with your spouse and you're like, you just got in a fight and you're going, I'm just not seeing their point. Okay, I'm going to go write it out to GPT. What they were mad at me about. How can I make this better? And have a full conversation with GPT like it's a therapist on what you can do to make your relationship better. I'm not even kidding you guys. And it's only backed up by the best of all of human knowledge and resource ever made. So it's wrong sometimes. That's why it says GPT can make mistakes down here. So don't always take it 100%. But from my experience, it's pretty great at what it does. I still haven't used it for the marriage things. I use a real therapist for that. But
Matt, I have one quick question for you. What
Right.
software do you use to make me speak Spanish?
Yeah. So this one, 11 Labs, is generative voice AI. So you'll see here Robert avatar. This is one of those things where I wish I had my speakers on, right? Because I can basically click use and type anything here and have my dad say it. Because I've trained AI on his voice. But here's the thing, before, and I'm telling you, this shit gets better every single week. So I just sit here on my computer every single week, sending shit to Craig and my dad going, this came out, this came out, this came out. And I'm like using all these tools as they come out. This one I have not used yet. I cannot wait to use it. So you have text to speech, right? I can say, hey, how's it going? And then I would just click generate and it would generate, hey, how's it going? And my dad. And so you guys can't hear that, but that's my dad's voice. But the inflections in the voice are not right. It's not like exactly how someone talks. Maybe it's too fast, right? So 11 Labs is like, well, we don't want all the text to speech stuff sounding stupid, right? So say you don't want to, you're sitting here and you're like, I want to make a channel that has all voiceover over and not my face, where I talk about subjects that I love. I hate my own voice. Dad, if you're saying earlier, I hate my laugh, whatever. Of course, all of us love your laugh, but if you're like, I hate my voice, speech to speech, now I can click record audio. I can train it on any celebrity's voice, any person's voice, Robert Hollis's voice, right? He's got a bunch of videos. I can record audio talking exactly as I am right now, slow or as fast as I want, as excited or down as I want. And then it will take my dad's voice and mimic it exactly to the inflections in my voice. So now we're getting to the point where I could have a phone call or leave a message as my dad, right? And this is how some people are scamming people, right? Because it's like, imagine you get a phone call and it's from your child and they're like, I need money ASAP, I'm in trouble, help. And you keep chain calling them and they don't answer. And they're like, here's the routing number, I need it right now. You're going down to, and people have done this, look it up. You're going down to Western Union and wiring the money thinking, I don't know what's happening with my kid. I heard their voice. I know it's them. It wasn't them. It was 11 Labs. So it's going to become more and more so the case. But with this, the tool that you're talking about, Dad, in specific is dubs. So you just create a new dub, upload, or you can take the YouTube link, name it, it'll detect the language, and then there's target languages. So for us, it was Spanish. So I just take that YouTube video or a TikTok or any other URL, and then put it in there and hit create. 11 Labs is actually pretty cheap. It does it based off of characters. So you can always add more. Like it works a lot like Rev, you know, Dad, like if you use Rev, if you have a short video and you want that transcript, it's not that expensive, but you get a certain amount with your payment plan anyways. These are voice libraries. So these are already voices that they've made. I know you guys can't hear these, but if you heard it, this one sounds like, you know, you could have a person that sounds like an old British guy reading you a bedtime story. And all I would have to do is click on that person. I already have them in there because I've been using them for some things that you guys will see at some point. But if I hit use, hey, guess what? Not only can I do the text stuff with his voice, but I can always do the speech to speech as well. I can sit down and go, hey, how's it going? This is your resident storyteller. And it's not my voice. It's a British old man's voice saying, hey, how's it going? Here's your British storyteller, right? So really, guys, I mean, that's it. 11 Labs is the thing I use for dubbing. This is not the tool that changes the actual mouth. If you guys have seen that, that's a much more expensive tool called HeyGen. And HeyGen is something that I played around with a little bit. This is definitely the future of a lot of things. It's the future of shit going awry to a certain extent. Because these AI models are like, they're spooky, right? So I can create an avatar off my dad, and it's not great right now, but it will get better. So does that look, that probably looks weird. You can't hear it.
Right.
But I'm having it say its own things, right? I had that whole clip right there was my dad saying stuff and moving and his mouth moving. He didn't record that video at all. So
it's okay for Matthew to draw out all our money from our corporate account.
right. I already have access, so I could do that anytime I want. But they have pre-done avatars here on HeyGen as well. So say going back to the thing of like, I don't want to be on any videos. Guess what? They have full studio ready avatars that you can have say and move and talk as if they're a person on your video, and you can put any background behind them you want. So you can really make any content you want with that, or you could train your own. You could train your own voices. The HeyGen uses 11 Labs, so that's why it's a little more expensive. They do all their voice stuff through 11 Labs. So a lot of these softwares sometimes like go through one intermediary, and eventually one day ChatGPT will just do all of this. But HeyGen is that tool, and that's the tool I use to. I didn't just I took one of my dad's videos, and I didn't just have it be in Spanish. I also had his mouth move to the Spanish words, right? So not only was it his voice in Spanish, but it was not only just translated, he was talking in Spanish. And I can't wait to use more of that, because the amount of, I mean, if I go back to 11 Labs here, say you have a team, right? And you want to grow a team. Say you want to grow a team and they're in a country where you don't speak their language, right? I think I just hit generate, right? No, my bad. When I click on here, I can change the voice settings of like stability and stuff too. But there's a certain spot in here I'm looking, trying to remember where it is. Maybe I have to go back to dubbing. There's where it is. So when I create a new dub, you guys will see target languages. So they only have currently English, Chinese, Spanish, Hindi, Portuguese, French, German, Japanese, Arabic, Russian, Korean, Indonesian, Italian, Dutch, Turkish, Polish, Swedish, Filipino, Malay, Romanian, Ukrainian, Greek, Czech, Danish, Finnish, Bulgarian, Croatian, Slavic, and Tamil. So it will take your voice with all of your inflections, the way you sound, and translate it into that and have you speak in that language. So it's funny hearing my dad. Yeah, Hungary's not in there yet.
Damn it.
Hungary's not in there yet. So that's all the tools, guys. I mean, I'll put HeyGen and 11 Labs in here. I didn't, but I'll put them in there. Okay. Like I said, we'll continue to add more tools. I'll probably, as I always do another one of these videos for you guys and share more tools that I have as I learn more or as new things come out. And like I wrote on here too, if you guys signed up in any way for Vizard, vidIQ, or CapCut, we benefit from that. So we appreciate it if you guys did do that. Use our affiliate links. So with that said, I guess we could do like a small Q&A. I don't want to take up anyone's breakthrough time, but I hope you guys got value out of all this stuff. So
yeah.
Thank you. This will all be recorded, so you guys can come back and watch it whenever you want. So let me stop sharing my screen here. And there we are.
Thank you so much, Matt. That was really, really crazy, man.
Yeah, I wasn't reading chat in that whole entire time because I knew I had a lot to get through. I appreciate you guys giving me, man, that took like almost an hour and a half. So I appreciate you guys giving me the time to go through that stuff.
Thank you, Matt, because I know a lot of people, if you guys can make sure to write down, the last Thursday in November. So if people ask questions like that, you can go, listen, be an Inner Circle member. Go listen to the wizards, Matthew and Craig, that are building Robert's YouTube channel. And there you go. So thanks again, Matt.
Yeah, no problem. I just know a lot of people were asking, and especially all of that growth that we've been having on YouTube, you guys. I wish I could, or not, I wish. It's not completely because of AI. I can't sit here and say, okay, go get these AI tools and then you'll make it on YouTube, or you'll see a 600% increase in the size of your business or your YouTube views. It's really about content. And I hope that you can see with vidIQ and ChatGPT and some of these other things that you can even do research and figure out what content, or have it write you a base of a script, or figure out a lot of things. So there's not a lot of barriers now to get out there and just start making content and then have that content cut into shorts. So
thanks, Matt.
Thank you. Craig? Do we want to do any questions or anything, or do you guys want to do?
I think as we ask the questions,
that's true. If you raise your hand and you have a question, go for it. I'll be here. So
okay.
I'm actually going to go shut the heat off. So be right back. I can hear you though.
Okay, we have 3 hands that are raised, and I guess we'll go through those.
Yeah.
Lisa Marie, Jerome, and James. So let's go ahead and get started with Lisa Marie. Go ahead, unmute yourself, and share with us.
Oh,
Not yet.
There we go. Sorry. That was amazing.
hi,
Matthew,
Lisa
thank
Marie. How
you
are you?
so much. I am good. How are you? Oh my
Greatly
goodness.
blessed, highly favored, and deeply loved.
That was so much information. So much. So and I know that yeah, I had so many questions, but I gotta absorb what I got here. But there is one thing. When we first started, you were switching to YouTube and this and that. You had mentioned, Robert, that you were going to make a separate channel for each something different. So like in my case, okay,
Okay.
I've been doing The Greatest Miracle in the World, the God Memorandum. I've been doing your book. I've been doing scriptures. So is that should is that all considered the same type of content, or should it have different channels?
Me personally, I know that we're putting everything. Matt keeps telling me that one day he's going to start a new YouTube channel for just one reason. But up to this point, you noticed everything's going in one place. So
Right.
I probably have that same feeling. People always ask me if they should have multiple positions in their affiliate company. And I go, well, why don't you just ask the simple question is what's the cap on income per position? And with NBC, it's $1 million. So that's why I'm only building one spot. So when you look at
Right.
people, some people out there probably make quite a bit of money from one YouTube channel, but you can see that they start wanting to split them up. Like, the Gen X was all about him and his father, and now his father's got one, and now they got a podcast. So, Matt can answer that a little bit, but
Yeah.
me personally, I love getting measured results out of doing one thing
Mhm.
over and over and over until I feel like, wow, I got it. Then try to add other stuff on. I would have never did a YouTube channel. I would have never, me personally, I would have never focused on a YouTube channel if I didn't feel my MDC income was secure.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it sure does.
but some people don't have to do things for money. You know what I mean? I want to make that purposely clear. So,
Yeah.
I like helping people make money, so that's why I
Mhm.
focus there.
Yeah, and I mean, like the YouTube channel for us is definitely a long-term play too, because with all of the stuff I just shared with you guys, and Coach Bob, if you're writing emails or copy, and I don't know if you use GPT. Yeah. It saves you so much time and money because you don't have to hire somebody to do it. So
See, I haven't been doing anything like that.
see, but the thing
Yeah,
is you might
you
not
know,
have to. The thing is ask my dad how often he does that.
hmm
He didn't.
right.
He has me and Craig, and we do it.
Mhm. Right,
So
exactly.
before me and Craig did it, nobody did it.
So here's the
He
question, you
grew
guys.
before that and then got to a point and then brought us in to do it.
Yeah,
So
Craig, do you get money from me on a monthly basis?
Yes, I do.
Do you enjoy it?
Absolutely.
funny.
And I think you guys know that Matt gets paid.
I'm doing this all for free.
Yeah. So one of the things I want you guys to really understand is when you hear, hey, well, if I only had Matt and Craig, then I could do everything that Robert has. Well, just make the money in whatever thing that makes money so you can pay others to do it.
And
So
I just showed you
Perfect.
guys too.
my
I just
goal
showed
is
you
to help.
guys.
My goal is to help Bob and every one of you that want to take what is that? If you choose to take this mission, I want Bob and anyone here that wants to be super affiliates, master affiliates. And so, I've really challenged Bob to say, hey, listen, there's things that eat up a lot of your time that you should be paying people to do. And Matt loves AI so much that Matt is figuring out how to teach AI to do a job for him like an employee so we can fire Craig. No, I mean, did I say that out loud? That was supposed to be my inside voice, not
Craig,
my.
Craig's one of the
Okay.
founders.
Hey,
Yeah,
why we'll never get rid of Craig is because we all talk about the scales of balance. Craig's got so much on him giving to me that the guy is going to be on payroll forever. So Craig, mark this video at this time.
Okay,
So if something
let's see, 1
happens
hour.
to me, so something happens to me, you can go to Matt and Terry and say, "See, he said." No, I'm kidding.
you don't gotta worry, Craig. Your job's safe here. So
It's family. So did I
Matthew,
help you, Lisa?
yeah, it did.
well,
Matthew,
I'll answer that
so
question quick about the different YouTube channels, right? That was a question that you had, like to
Mhm.
make a separate YouTube channel.
Right, for different subjects. I mean that
So if the YouTube
because
channel is based off of you as a person, right? Like a vlog
Mhm.
or a blog, you'll see some channels that have millions of views and millions of subscribers, and they're not based off a subject, they're based off a person. And they might be sharing what their life was today or the other day. I've seen some of your clips and some of your stuff, Lisa Marie, just being outside or things that you guys have done, you and your husband, or had fun, right? Outside or outdoors. Those are the types of things that people want to know, that you're a human being living your life just like all the rest of us, right? And
Yeah.
that grows a sense of community because they want to know those things about you. And
Mhm.
so if your goal is to make and monetize a channel where you can just talk about stuff that you do or that you love and enjoy, then just name it Lisa Marie Cook and just keep putting up content that you enjoy and like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Watch what gets the most views, and the easiest
Boy,
way to
I'll
get
tell
views
you
is
the
shorts.
personal ones, you're right, Matthew, because the personal ones they just explode.
Right.
And yeah.
You're
I
Yeah.
right.
don't have
I was watching. I have any of you been on Corky Santa's
Mhm.
when he does a
Yeah.
live? You
It's
know,
wild.
all he's doing is making people feel good.
Yep.
That's all his backdrop, him dressed up as Santa, him laughing, him playing Christmas music, and then he's constantly shouting out people. And it doesn't take long, for people say, are you real? You can tell that he's smart enough where he's got a lot of probably parents putting him on. So the kid's asking, "Are you real?" And he says, "I'm real as you are." You know what I mean? And he laughs and he says, and so it just makes people feel good. It
Yeah.
really, really, really does. So I don't know how long, but by the time I jumped on there, I think he had already been live for 35 minutes.
Wow.
And oh my God, you know what I mean? He's over 2 million views. And I'll never forget the first time that Corky reached out to me and just very simply said, I got so many things that I got to do, MDC, and I'm trying to qualify for the position. I'm trying to sell some products at the swap meet. I'm trying to do some video of reindeer in a barn. If you guys remember the first inner circles, you know, Corky was one of the people who was taking up a lot of my time because he was so overwhelmed and confused and frustrated. And it took, going through the mastery of the science of getting rich, where he said, "This is what I want to do most." And I said, "You got to take all your focus off everything else and focus on the thing that you love the most, is getting you the most results." And that was way over 1 million views, 1 million subscribers ago.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was trying to hit 1 million when he plugged
He
in.
he
So,
thought he had to work everything together with MDC, and
yep.
see, I think a lot of us are trying to do that as well, and maybe that is not the path we should be,
No,
you know?
well, again, Lisa Marie, if I feel, this is a bold statement, I feel if you guys did the business the way I did it, you not only love it, but you would attract the people I attract. See, I love what I do. It's very obvious that I love what I do. And I think that other people have sort of the energy. Lisa Marie will like, I really suck at this, but I guess I gotta, do my shit today. I gotta fill my boxes today, and it's like, I don't know if that attracts the right people.
You're right. It
But
doesn't.
listen closely. It still attracts people, just not the right people.
Right. Yeah.
So law of attraction works whether you like it or not. And so then people reach out to me and say, listen, man, I contacted 100 people and they all suck. What are you saying? No, I'm just saying that the people that reach out to me suck. And I'm like, I'm waiting for them to get it. I said, like, what are you saying?
Right.
Are you saying
Yeah.
that your energy sucks? Are you saying that you're not doing this with enjoyment? I know right now the reason that our YouTube channel, with all the AI that Matt just showed you, our YouTube channel is growing right now because I felt a change in Matthew and Craig. It was
Nice.
just one day where they're going like, all right, we're fucking blowing this up.
Do you want to know a little bit about that? Just for a quick
Please,
second on my end. So, like I've shared with you guys a lot about AI and things, and I don't want to be like, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of people out there that are completely unaware of like what is happening and what is about to happen with AI. It's not going to murder us all or anything like that. It's going to be the opposite. But when you think about the next 10 years, a lot of personal development stuff says, think of the next 5 years, 10 years of your life, right? It had been a long time since I had done that, right? Just sat down and really thought about where I want to be in 5 years. With the stuff that I know and the momentum that artificial intelligence has, I just don't see finances being a problem, at least for most people, in 10 years. And I think that there's going to be a massive shift from capitalism of I need to make money, my value is my worth of finances, to what can I create and how can I benefit other human beings. And that's going to be the people that have the most wealth. That's going to be the people that have the most community and make the largest impact. It's no longer going to be based off invention or finances or impact in that way, because AI will beat humans in that way. But it can't beat us in compassion and human connection. And that's something that we can only give to one another. And I think that it's going to force us more and more into that place as people start to lose their jobs and as people start to get depressed, because there's going to be a lot of up and downs over the next couple of years with this stuff. I don't think that the elite that have all the money are going to automatically give it all back. Like, I don't think that that's the solution immediately. I think that they'll figure out some way to give everybody like universal basic income and stuff like that. And it'll change a lot over the next 10 years. But when I'm thinking 5 years out and I'm thinking about what my dad wants to accomplish and what Craig wants to accomplish and what we want to accomplish together, I now visually see what we're doing with the Hollis organization, with the Robert Hollis brand, as being exactly what I just said. We're impacting people. We're building a sense of community. We're teaching people how to be human again and how to connect with one another. These are things that have been lost in the modern day society, because if someone ain't worth your time, then they're wasting money, right? I gotta figure out how to make money. I gotta figure out how to do this and that. And so I think as things start to change, there's going to be a large amount of people that are going to try to find a place where they fit in. This is where you come in, Lisa Marie. Because if you work now before that moment happens, when the 3 or 5 years that are going to go by anyway happen, and those people are there, you'll have hundreds, thousands of hours of content for them to watch and connect with you with. And trust me, that will be the financial difference. These people have money to give you, and they'll go, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the wealthiest people on the planet will not be the people that take advantage of the most human beings. It will be the people that connect and change the most human beings' lives.
You know, that is such good information, Matthew. I mean, that right there, that's huge. Wow.
It's a crazy thing to think about.
It's like the Asian proverb, I think it is. It's like, when's the best time to plant a tree?
Right. Right.
Now,
I am
yeah.
planting. I am
Yeah.
planting.
So
And I
you're
think
planting
that,
seeds. You're planting seeds and you don't even realize it. Every one of you that are doing this, that
Yeah.
are watching this live or recorded. And then all of a sudden, there's a bunch of people that drive by and they go, wow, look how beautiful that orchard is. And what do they say? I wish I could start an orchard.
right.
Yeah, you can start today. You see
Right.
what I mean? It's always that mentality where I don't even care if I fail. You guys watch me for years put content up on Facebook. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I'm gonna do a video a day and I'm gonna be consistent and I'm gonna do my best with coming up with subjects to talk about. Man, can you guys imagine if I had what Matt just showed you?
Right.
You no longer have excuses for not coming up with a subject.
Right. That was wow. That blew me
And
away.
then you find out what are the top videos. You watch the top videos. You go, this one makes me feel the best. I believe this one is the closest to connecting with me. And then you pull out the bullet points, read each bullet point. Have you guys been watching my videos? I'll talk about what is in my heart. And then what I do is I go, oh, I've talked only for 10 or 15 minutes. And then I start going down the list that Matt sent me from ChatGPT.
Yeah, this is an
That's
easy way to
awesome.
make content because when you put yourself in the situation, what most content is your voice talking about a subject that
Yes.
thousands of other people are probably talking about.
Right.
So the difference is not going to be what you're talking about, it's how you talk about it and who you are. So
Good
that's
point.
why I'm a huge advocate for if you're going to do this, just try to be yourself as much as possible.
And the
Right.
other thing I
And
would
then,
recommend is
and so
using the
you guys don't
playlist
have to.
function.
Oh, I'm sorry, Craig. Go ahead.
That's okay. The other thing I would recommend, Lisa, is using the playlist function for right now. Robert has that on his channel where what you do is you take certain videos and you put them in a playlist and you can order those in the way that you want and then share that link as part of, let's say, the science of getting rich.
I've started doing that. In fact, the reading your book, Robert, I'm putting you in that end screen, one of your videos, and I wasn't really sure which one I should put there. I mean, should it be out of a different playlist? Should it be, something,
Yeah. Put whatever
whatever?
one you feel
Just
like using and see how it
so
does.
so I put him in there for the subscribe, or I put myself in there for subscribe, and then I usually put in one of your videos. And I don't know if you're getting views that way or not, but I have noticed that my videos are getting a few more views. I have 1,000 subscribers now, but
Yay.
I don't.
Piece
Congratulations.
by piece, a little bit at a time.
Yes,
That's
yes.
how it goes. I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
the
it's Lord grant me the
4,000
patience, but I want
hours.
it now. But
Right, right. That 4,000 hours, is that other people have to view you for 4,000 hours? Is that what that is?
You will
And
hit that. So Lisa Marie, for anyone here that wants to monetize your YouTube channel, I would say that the faster way to monetize a channel is to go the shorts route. So
that, I was going
shoot
to ask
long
that
form
too.
content, cut it into shorts. It's easier to get the views with shorts because they're quick, easier views. It's way easier to get subscribers. So think of it this way, right? And this is the way that Evan taught it, right? Evan Carmichael. He's like, think of it as a whole meal, right? So the short is the appetizer. So you're like, man, that was delicious. I want more. I want my full course now. Full course is the video, right?
Right.
So now here's the whole video content. And what's the final piece? Dessert. And that's the
Mhm.
community and the live aspect, connecting with the people. That's the really fun part of content creation.
That
So
is so
when
cool.
you think of it that way,
I could see
yeah.
where
So
this could
right.
be fun someday.
Well, I think you have to make it fun and like
Hey,
allow yourself to have fun with
let me jump in right here. You got to find a way to have that energy and fun as you're doing it.
Right. Yeah,
And
for sure.
people ask me all the time, how do you switch that switch? You need to visualize an emotional state where you're going to be 3 years from now.
Right. Yeah.
Where did you hear that from?
6 phase meditation.
So all these little funky things that I do have a reason. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's easy for me to get in the right energy. And even and for those of you that pray, you know that I just say, dear Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, thank you for the gifts of the Spirit that you've given me. And one of the gifts is the freedom to choose. And I
That's right.
surrender all and I choose you. I
Mhm.
ask you to give me the words to say to those that have ears to hear. Give me the utterance, everything. You can interrupt me and get me on give me the downloads that I need to attract and find the people that need you and need your
That's
help.
amazing when you do that. That is amazing.
And so I do that
Unbelievable.
before I do that, and I watch something in personal development before I ever record anything. See, some
Yeah.
of you probably know for a fact that I'm pretty, just trust my heart and go. But
Hmm.
Matt and Craig here, you guys don't get to see about the 2 hour of preparation before I drop the bomb. See what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what subject we're talking about. I looked at the thumbnail. Another part of my prayer time for me is that's why at 12 o'clock I go up and take a shower. I get so many mind dumps while I'm taking a shower. It's just, thank you, God. I don't know why. So maybe some of you need to take more showers and maybe you need to do it with an intention on getting downloads,
Right. Right.
right?
Right.
Maybe that's
Yeah.
always been the quiet place where I got my downloads. So
You're always asking for it too. You're always asking for it.
yeah, and
So,
so what do these people need to hear? What do these people need to hear to touch their heart, to
right.
inspire them, to give them hope, to get them a chance to believe that? And
Hmm.
so I find it really interesting that that a lot of people that are getting involved with me right now, they have this same saying, this whole Nigerian group. There's 4 leaders now. I think they're close to 100,000 in volume, you know, and now that I'm connecting with them, it's funny now for people to say to me, you don't know how long I've been stalking you. I never thought that I would get to work with you one-on-one. Is that cheating?
I think,
See,
Robert,
that's
and
cheating.
I'm going to be a little bit late for my 7 o'clock meeting, but I need to say this, and that you, I don't know how to say that so that you
Just say
just
it.
know,
Just say
you
it.
just, how you bring stuff out of people is mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling.
It's two things. Two things. Faith, get surrendering,
Hmm.
and having faith that you're going to get the downloads.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
second, practice.
Look at how many times you brought it, like with John Tier. I mean, some of the conversations have been just mind-blowing. And you just bring that out. And
You guys bring it out of me. See, don't forget your guys' participation. Some of you are like, you're doing it, you don't mean to do it, and I don't want you to stop. Oh my God, I wish someone would ask him this question because I'm so scared too. I wish
yeah.
someone would ask him this. I wish someone would ask him this. I wish someone could ask. How many Ask Me Anythings, Craig, have we done where we've had at one time where there's 11 people with their hands raised? And the people that are dropping their hands are not leaving the channel. They just went, well, that got answered. Well, that got answered. Well, that got answered. And now we have over a year of Ask Me Anythings.
You got so many videos out, and Matthew's got the email. I can't keep up with you. I can't keep up with you. But
So
they're all good. It's all good.
so 3 years from now, to get in the right energy, Lisa Marie, you got to just envision yourself and you got, 2.5 million subscribers, right? you're making $23,000 a month on your YouTube channel.
That
And you
would
got
make
all
me
these
smile.
miracles happen, just like, when we get $500 or $700 of people that donate on one video,
Oh, I know.
that's like,
I mean, there's,
well,
believe it or not, Lisa
first
Marie.
of all, I
Sorry.
have incredible inner circle members.
You do.
Thank you very much. But every one of you should be visualizing one day coming up with a subject, jumping on YouTube, and $700 worth of donations happens to you.
I'd get jacked out of my mind too. So no, it's no wonder you do, you know. So
Oh, well,
okay.
thank you very
You
much,
guys,
Lisa.
you guys have been so amazing. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of this. I do have a meeting, so I've got to
All right.
run. Great.
I
No
love
problem.
you.
Thank you, Lisa
Tell
Marie.
everybody in the meeting that Robert said hi.
I will. Okay, bye.
Have a good day.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, now we have two more people here that have their hands raised.
Let's knock them out. They
Let's
had their
knock them
hands
out.
raised. Yep.
All right, guys. Hands up. Let's go. Boom, boom. Oh, wait a minute. Different knockout. Different knockout. Sorry. All right. So we have James Saunders. But first, before we go to James, Jerome Marshall, your hand was up second. Let's go ahead. Go to you. Please unmute yourself and share with us.
Wow. Wow. When we first started, it was light. Now it's dark. It was real dark out here. No, it's fun. But God bless you guys. Robert, Craig, Matthew, Professor Matthew. I'm calling you now. Hey, my first question for you, Matthew, real quick. What do you think about MailChimp? As
MailChimp I think that's one of the best ones to start with. You know, if you don't plan on, we use ActiveCampaign, but MailChimp is like a really, really good one to start with if you're not planning on running through a bunch of analytics and stuff like that. We honestly probably could be using it ourselves at this point.
For email, for the automatic emails and stuff.
Yeah, because we're not doing sales anymore. We used to sell courses and stuff, and that required many processes to talk to each other other than just sending out emails. But now we just send out emails. So it's like every subscription or money that we make from the YouTube channel happens through YouTube. So we don't really need it anymore. I have something specifically to show you, Jerome.
Okay.
So inside of ChatGPT, can you guys see that?
Yeah, we got it.
I can keep prompting it over and over again to make me shirts in any style or design I want.
Awesome.
So you guys might have seen this phrase, "Are you kidding me?" Right?
Yeah.
So I just kept prompting it based off of certain things. We were trying to like figure out designs until you started making some. So the only reason I'm showing you this is if you hear some statements or something that my dad says and you want to go wild with it, come in here to GPT-4, I think it is, with Dolly, and just prompt it to make you some t-shirts based off those sayings. And then this probably will really help expedite that process of like creativity and figuring out what you want to do with it next. It's just something I thought you might be interested in. So.
Oh yeah, no, thank you. Because what I could do is I could get that information and then show it to my one of my affiliates, Malik. Tyler's the one that actually makes the t-shirts. I just say, hey, look at this, man. What do you think of it? And he comes back with ideas. I'm like, okay, let's do it. And then the rest is history. So thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. My main question, Robert, was concerning the leg placements. Because as of last night, I'm looking at my stats right now. I'm over 1K. But for some reason, my left leg is 0. So how do you, with your huge organization, how do you keep track of that, back and forth? And what's the best?
You just look at that one commission page that I showed you, right?
Yeah.
And you always want to be able to just put the volume in the leg with the, so if you got over 1,000 in volume in one leg, you know what I mean? Then understand to get a binary check, you now need this default, set your settings to the leg that has lesser volume and just start building that leg.
So basically, just keep on top of it. Basically, every day, basically.
Yeah, if I tell people if you're going to treat this like a business, numerous times during the day, I'm logging into. If Joss Wagel charged me 50 cents for every time I logged into this back office, I probably wouldn't get a check. But because I'm always focused on what I'm measuring, right? And
Right.
so when you look at your binary, the thing that you want to do is in the check is just look where the volume is. So it's like right here, it just says, 263,000 in my left leg, my lesser leg. So that's what you want. So see, the other leg is, so you're constantly looking at what volume and then make sure you do your settings to the leg that's in lesser in volume. And the goal is 6 times I've done this, Jerome. 6 times, this was my power leg. Then I started building this leg and took all the money out of the bank on the carryover. And then when this leg got big, then I went back over here and I took all the money. So when I see money in my carryover, that's money in savings account that I got to get out of there. So I'm sure with you working with James, you probably have a leg that is bigger because James is above you and he's putting people in that leg.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking right now. Yeah, because my right leg is huge.
Yeah.
And,
See, so
and
your goal is to make sure that you set it toward the leg that's the weakest and don't do alternate. I'm telling you guys, if you complicate this, you're going to get your ass kicked. Just don't put holding tank. Don't use holding tank.
right. I mean,
The last thing that people need to do is to help someone get results, and then you got to make them understand strategy when your goal is to get them a check. So with me, Jerome, my goal would to make sure that your binary check is huge because I'm check matching it.
gotcha. That's where the check matching comes in, basically.
Yeah. So if you get 0 for your binary check, I get a percentage of 0.
Gotcha.
So I want your residual check to be 50 grand.
Right.
So
Right.
So go in there and look at it and just then go in to get your settings, set it to the leg that's the weakest and go crazy, man. Build that other leg out and one day reach up to James and say, James, listen, my lesser leg is now bigger than the leg that you built me. What's going on?
Right. Yeah. So, because right now, because let's see, right now I have it on left because
What leg is 0 for you?
the left leg is 0.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for now on, so when because I'm getting new affiliates, of course, new customers. So I just have to continue to.
Why are you getting customers?
Why?
Yeah.
Because they're buying stuff.
Yeah. Focus on affiliates so you can make 10 grand a month.
Oh yeah, focus on affiliates. Yeah. So for example, when I get a new affiliate, I just need to look at which leg is the least or the weakest, and then change the enrollment settings to that weaker leg, basically.
If your left leg is 0 and you have it set on left leg, your goal is to make sure that you get rid of your carryover.
Gotcha.
So you know where to see your carryover, right?
Go to, is it reports, right?
It should be on your home page.
Home page.
And scroll down and see where it says binary qualified.
Yep.
And then scroll down on your right side. And what does it say for carryover volume?
Hold on. Carryover for the left leg is 27,017.
So your carryover for your left leg is 27,000. What is it on your right side?
238.
See, I'm glad you asked me this, because that 27,000 in volume counts for your total tree volume. So you've been building on the left leg where all your volume is, when you should be doing it on your right leg.
Yeah, because it does say, and this is what I just learned today, because James and I have been talking with a couple of people on a couple of the representatives, and I think they might be either new or probably don't know what to do.
Right.
But they were saying that, yeah, you need to change your enrollment sentence to the left. I'm like, okay, because it's 0. It was like, yeah. And then
you guys got to look at the total volume again, just so you're looking at it, so we don't mess up here. If you look at the very bottom, what is the total tree volume on your left?
The total tree volume, right, it says here is 29,133, and then on my right is 633.
Yeah, see, so that was the number that I was looking for before. So I'm sorry that I'm so you need to set it to your right.
Okay.
And blow that right leg up. And everything should be in your right until you look at the carryover on your left side and it's 0.
So, but I want to make sure before the end of the night, I wanted to make sure to get binary qualified as well. So,
okay.
Do I need to make sure that someone on my team purchase something and it goes to my left leg so I can get binary qualified?
No, because you know what? I'm going to have to reach back out to you, Jerome, because I want to look in your back office and see exactly where you are. So let's talk on private chat, because I can see in my back office exactly what you need to get a binary check.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right, and we'll have time. I guess we have time for one more, correct, Robert?
Yep.
Perfect. So, Jerome or James Saunders, there you go. Unmute yourself and please share with us.
I would like to say thank you, Robert, for going over the information with Jerome.
Absolutely.
My question is generated around the same topic, so to speak.
Okay.
You know, when I joined this business back in December 2018, right?
Okay, so hang on a second, please. All right. So Jerome, I'm gonna go to your Facebook page, because I thought while questions being asked that I would go to your back office so I could see. So I see introducing brand flux, discover a smarter way to save. And then I'm looking for a link to click on, and then I'm looking for a link to click on. Yeah, I'm done. I'm going to go someplace else. You got to unmute.
Yeah, so on my business page, I'm
James, Jerome, listen. I went to your page and I can't find a way to click to buy anything.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm on the edit part. I'm trying to put my link on there. So is there a different way to do it, or? Or
Yeah,
am I
see, if you went to my page, right? If you went to my page, people click on it and they see me and they go, I wonder what this guy's selling. 8-figure super affiliate. Bam. See, pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, so
I just thought so. I'm just going to say to you, it's hard to get people to sign up for your program if they can't find your link.
right, because I've been trying. Well,
Okay, so watch, edit bio, type in the link, put your username, and save.
yeah, I probably need to be on this computer then.
All right. So James, okay, go back to James now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But
It
make
was a-
sure your link is set, your account set to the right before you put your link in there.
I got you. I got you.
Okay. Okay, James, go ahead.
there was a gentleman, his name was Chris Record, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure you know who he is, Robert.
I sure do.
And unfortunately, when I joined the business, I did not know anything. I say unfortunately because I was being led astray. I
Totally
was
upset.
bamboozled. I was hoodwinked.
Yeah.
And I was told specifically, binary means two, right?
Right.
But I was being told,
To build one leg.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was being told, forget about the right leg. Forget about the right leg. All I need you to do is build your left leg. I said, and I looked at that. I was like, I didn't have a lot of experience compared to you, but something about that didn't sound right to me, you know?
Right.
I
And
said,
so,
okay.
James, I don't mean to interrupt you again, but let's go to James's page. And by the way, I love that picture. That's a great picture. All right. And then I'm going to go down here and go, wow, what are these guys marketing? Let me click on here.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday morning.
Wow, Steve Lacy. I guess I'll buy some FFX from Steve Lacy. Is that where all your sales are going, James?
No, all my
I
sales are
bet you
going
Steve
to.
Lacy loves you, man. Let's do that again. Wow, look at James Saunders. He friended me at the convention, and I met him at a restaurant. So now I'm friends with him. So let me click on this link here.
What's up, everybody?
Wow, this is the FFX he was telling me about. I'm going to sign up under Steve Lacy.
That's not what I wanted. Thank you for sharing that.
That's all right.
That will
See,
be
do you guys
changed.
hear that you're just little parts away, but man, those little things are freaking huge.
Very huge.
People got an 8-second attention span. So
Melody was trying to help me. Melody told me, how come you don't have your page set up like Robert? You need to have your stuff set up like Robert. And for the life of me, I tried to do that.
okay.
I don't know what I was doing. I was messed up like a football bat, apparently.
Anybody that can change the pictures as many times as you can figure out this part too.
Yes. But I had all my people going to the left leg. And I was wondering, I said, people are ordering. How come I'm not being paid? So I called My Daily Choice one day, and they told me, he said, well, Mr. Saunders, you, after the first month, your money goes into your binary. But I'm noticing here, you don't have a right leg. So you don't have a binary.
Right.
So like, how am I getting paid? Well, I got to tell you, you didn't lose the money. Your money's going into your carryover.
Yeah.
My carryover was like 428, 400 and something thousand. Okay.
That's a big savings account. Watch what I do, James. 428,000. This is what I do that keeps me up at night. Not that I need more energy, right? I take that and I take it times 0.15.
30.
So there's $64,200 in a savings account over there for you. Now we got to withdraw it. So we need to be setting on the one that's got the lower total tree volume.
My right leg.
And blow that out.
That's what I'm doing. My right leg. My right leg. Everybody that comes to my business goes to my right leg without question for the near future.
So, James, what was your question?
My question is, how does one prevent from being hoodwinked? Because
ask for documentation.
Okay.
One of my videos that you guys see me go off on, that I wrote a note, Matt was giggling saying, okay, Dad's doing a video on this. I just don't know why people listen to people that are amateurs. It's mind-boggling. And some of you might be going, well, how would I know if they're amateurs? They're wearing a $3,000, suit. They're wearing those red bottom high heel shoes. They got a designer handbag. The goal in life is to ask them. Can you imagine? Can you guys imagine if everyone in the company, before they said anything, well, James, it's a company policy. If I don't do this, I'm going to get in trouble. So I'm going to show you really quickly my back office, so you can see it on the Zoom. So then you can make up your mind whether or not you want to listen to the rest of the bullshit that I have to say. So when you got into the military, how could you distinguish between a rookie, amateur, and someone that knew what the hell they were talking about?
By what they did.
But there was another way. They put stripes on them.
Yeah.
They put stripes and stars and medals. So if you're an officer and you're an amateur, wouldn't it be cool, you guys, if the world was like this? So all of a sudden, James is listening to a guy and he looks at him and he's got more stripes than me. Okay. And then this guy walks up and you look over at him and he's got this gold pin on that has 4 stars.
My problem was
I
listened to everybody above me.
What?
And everybody above me was doing the same thing.
I know. But where is Chris Record today? What is he doing today?
I have no idea.
Isn't it funny?
It's funny. Because above me
personally, when someone tells you stuff, you guys gotta understand that you can probably more with ChatGPT now than any. You guys can really check out, and people that are good marketers, it's crazy how they think they're good, but they're sort of naive. So you go to their Facebook page and you keep going back and you keep going back and you keep going back, and you're going, wow, they're in a company. People still pitch me on a day-to-day basis, you guys. And you know what the very first thing that I say to them is I scroll up my messenger And I go, James, is this the company you're going to pitch me about? This one here? No, I'm not in that one anymore. I want to. I mean, you can look at their pictures and see them holding rank advances for other companies. So that, I apologize, James, that happened to you, but you do know that I've been in 19 companies, James. So why do you only hear about 7 of them? Because the other 12 hurt me.
Hmm.
And then the ones that I did get a top position in, half of those hurt me too.
Well, I can trace my lineage to you.
Yeah.
And above me was Kai, because Kai enrolled me.
Yeah.
Above Kai was Wayne Topola. Above Wayne was Brian Kane. Above Brian Kane was Andre Popa, who was 100K. So I thought, man, he's 100K, and I'm on the right track. Let me reach out to this 100K because he's got to know more than Kai, who was 10K. So I reach out to Andre, and Andre says, I wouldn't worry about that. We're getting ready to change that. What? Yeah, we're getting ready to change that. Where's Andre today? I don't know.
He's hanging out with John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
So all of you that thought that he was dead, Popa's hanging out with him. It's like, Jesus.
Above him was Aaron Parker.
Yeah.
Above Aaron was somebody else who eventually was you.
Yeah. The above Aaron was Brian and Amanda Brownbridge. They're not doing the business, but they're there, so people are like, wow, how did they get such a gift? It's Jenna's stepbrother.
Oh my God.
So, but James, did you have a question?
My question is, you already answered it.
Okay.
Now I know why it is I rolled up above all these people, because they're gone.
Yep.
They're gone. And it led me to Jerome, because I realized that that's not the way I've been doing Jerome. We didn't do everybody in one leg. No. I learned, because after about 3 months of doing that and not getting paid, I made the decision. I said, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to get me a binary check. It's time. And that's what I made.
How many of you guys, James, I appreciate you saying this. And, I know this is hard to say, but do you realize that at one time in my career, I said I'd never do a binary ever again? So when I left ACN and I was #1 in the world, that's the story I talked about today. Then my next company is a bunch of people I knew said, have you ever heard of this company called Lexus? And I said, no. And they said, well, believe it or not, it was female Viagra. And I'm going like, hey, I might go back to home parties. No, I'm kidding. But sometimes I can't help myself. My wife wouldn't let me go because it's a cream and she didn't want me demonstrating it. So Anyway, I digress. We did say this video had content, adult content. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And so, but that was my first binary. And they told me straight out, listen, we're in the company leg. You don't have to worry about your right leg. Just build your left leg.
Mm.
And I went to town and my checks went from 3,000 a week, 6,000 a week, 9,000 a week, 2,000 a week. I was like, 9 to 2, what happened? Well, the binary leg switched on me because I was building faster than the people that were above me. and I turned their binary from the weak leg to the power leg. So now that I'm the power leg, they abandoned me and started building the other leg. And because I didn't understand the business, right? So sometimes when we get caught up on something, we need people to help us change our perceptions and our philosophy, right? So now when I hear about the binary again, listen what the guy said to me. He goes, Robert, wasn't you like one of the top people in ACN and Equinox and NSA? I went, yeah. And he goes, don't you have to build 5 legs in those companies? I said, yeah, you had to have a field coordinator and 5 different legs to hit regional vice president. And he said, and you did that? I said, yeah, in 6 months. And he says, so you're telling me that you can strategize on building 5 legs, but you can't strategize and build 2.
Mm.
What are you talking about, Willis? And he said, you intentionally built both legs balanced. You did it on purpose. And I went, I never thought about that. And he goes, so don't ever expect your upline to do a frickin' thing. if it comes to you, great. So in your case, James, regardless of how you got hurt, you got 420,000 in bank volume over there. You see what I mean? And so now you got to look at that and go 40 to 60,000. That's 60,000 in a savings account. What if I do 400,000 on the right side?
Then you get that money.
You get that money. Yeah, you get it all. You suck it right out of there. And so was that did I help you, James?
Yeah, actually, the whole content of your conversation with Jerome helped, and this conversation helped. I understand now what I need to do.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it. I just need to be patient.
Yeah.
Patience.
And believe it or not, one Joshua Daramella, and you sit back and just constantly watch your income go up. So you guys got to start thinking that, it's one person away, but work through your average people to get that. And so all of you get to hear this before we go. This is how I train people how to get paid with the binary. Okay. First thing is I'm bold with them. And I said, listen, if you become binary qualified, I want you to take 15% of the volume that you have in your lesser leg. What is it? 0. So, okay, so let's take 0 and take it times 15%. Yeah, that's 0. All right. So there's people out there that are saying you got to get binary qualified. Listen, the money's, as long as you do 40 in personal volume or 80 in personally enrolled customer volume, you're putting money in your savings account. Does that make sense to all you? You're not losing it. It's not freaking going anywhere. So now the second move is to look at your binary and go, where do I need volume? If the total tree says 6,000 and the other's leg says 1,000, then you're setting
focus on the 1,000.
Set toward the lesser volume leg until you get rid of that carryover. There's no need. How many of you want Josh Wagle to hold your money for you? I want it in my credit wallet. I don't want it in Josh Wagle's back office. I want it in my credit wallet so I can ACH it into my bank or put it on my app so I can spend it. You guys got it? So
yeah. That's why doing nothing is a fruitless endeavor. That's why we need to be always connecting and giving away a free gift so we get more people. If you don't do anything in a given month, that money is still just hanging there.
Yeah. And for each and every one of you, you guys know I always tell you to stop bullying up on yourself until you heard this knowledge that now you know how to do it. Don't spend another freaking second thinking about how you messed up before. You know what? Now I know how to get now I know how to get more money in my credit wallet that I can spend. See, if you spend time going, oh man, I wish I would have known that. Why don't I beat the shit out of myself for a while? Now I don't feel good. Now I really don't feel good. Now I'm not going to do anything. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I'll leave you guys with this. My wife and I, she watches a lot of TV, and I love watching TV with her, with my laptop in my lap, building the empire, right? And so yesterday, the title for not Survivor, The Great American Race, if any of you watch it, right? So what happened is 3 teams were ahead. They walked out and said, do you know where the subway is? And with all the enthusiasm that a person could have because they seen cameras there, they went, yeah, I know exactly where it is. See the bridge? Yeah. You go right up to the bridge. After the bridge, you hang a right. The subway's right there. All 3 teams, 6 people, 9 people, 2, 4, 6 people. They all start running that way. And you're watching it. The 4th couple comes out and walks up to a person. Do you know where the subway is? Yeah, it's right under that tunnel. The next people came out. Do you guys know where the subway is? Yeah, it's right underneath the tunnel. While these 3 teams were running the wrong fucking way. Why? Because they listened to someone that didn't know what the hell they were talking about. So I don't think there's a person that will ever watch this video live or recorded that went, yeah, been there. Yeah, been there. Yeah, been there. It's like, to me, I just find it humbling. It's just a constant reminder, and sometimes we get hurt pretty bad, but it's just a reminder that next time I'm gonna, there's the team that's been number 1, this African-American gay couple. From that point on, they've always been number 1 for a number of deals. Because think about doing this. What could you say to not get the wrong information? They then were walking up to the next person and they said, excuse me, would you GPS something for me? See, the goal is I still got to get to the race. I still got to get to this guy or I'm going to go home. I'm going to lose this $1 million. What could I say to not have someone give me the wrong directions? See, you immediately want to say, what kind of question could I ask somebody, or what could I say to a person to get them from stop wasting my time giving me information that doesn't work? Does anybody want to know what mine is? Hey, pull out your app. All right. Yeah, click on your back office. I'm going to do it the same time you do. All right. Then I'm going to click on back office. Logging in. I like showing them when it logs in, right? Then we're going to click to home. Then I'm going to go to reports. And then I'm going to click on team sales. See? And then I'm going to ask them to look at it. And they're going to go, I say, you want to hear what I have to say? Yeah, I do. I like those numbers. Can you guys imagine if see, like, I'll get off of it. But do you guys realize that almost everything else in life is measured? Forbes magazine, who's got the largest market cap? Usually everything out there is measured. A real estate agent comes up to you and goes, yeah, I'd like to do a home for you. Yeah, what have you done in sales this year? See, some of you would be scared to death to ask that question. Can I talk to the last two people that you were a realtor for and see how long it took them for you to get a house? Or if they have anything negative to say? What about your referrals? Why isn't anybody asking coaches and people that are trainers? Is there any way that I can talk to somebody that you've really increased their income and the results in the last 60 days? I just need to be bold with you. Would I want to pull off an MDC? I do not want it to take 5 years. I'm just not interested. Do you know anyone that's helping somebody, go from 0 to 5, 10, 25, 50K, like in 30, 60 days? Do you know anybody who's doing that? No. Well, why is this flowered shirt guy always posting rank advances on his Facebook page when I look at your Facebook page and it only talks about you? Are you not getting any rank advancements? Or is it just about you? Because I'm looking for someone that gives a lot of praise and recognition to the people that they're edifying and promoting. And I might be wrong here, but I only know of one other person. I mean, she's not even in my group. I just love Hannah Gallagher. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. Hannah Gallagher has, how many people know I have a lot of pretty high-powered people on my Facebook? Right? So I go to Hannah Gallagher's page to congratulate, and we're super proud of you of all the rank advancements that she's doing. And we have 2 mutual friends. Don't you think that even her upline should be her effing Facebook friend? I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I don't quite understand. So there's where we'll leave it. So I'll leave you guys with this. If you're not sure who you should be listening to, send me a quick message. Because there's a lot of bullshitters out there. Do you know how many times people have reached out to me? Hey, I just talked to this guy and he says he really knows you. And I'm like, we're not even friends on Facebook. I let people I don't know have friends with me on Facebook, and this guy knows me and he's not a friend. It's like, has he got any pictures with me? What is going on here? You know what I mean? But I think that people just are scared to ask. They're just scared to ask that, well, listen, because for me, it's all about documentation, right? And I can go on forever and ever and ever. I always tell people, man, if I love racing. And if all of a sudden I wanted to spend $3-4 million on building a NASCAR team, I'm just simply going to ask, in the last 5 years, who has won more world championships? Ricky Hendricks. Does he sell chassis and bodies and motors? He does. That's the program I'm getting on. Because now I know it's just my pit crew and the driver. Because if he's driving or her are driving the same guys that the guys won championships with, it's not the opportunity, is it? So the reason I don't follow a lot of people is you better have 1 million people on auto ship before you're going to get my attention. And some people will go, well, that takes a long time. Yeah, that sounds like a smart person. I want to listen to that. So I love and appreciate you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the inner circle, and we'll let you go. Greg, go ahead and close it out. Matthew, you did such a freaking great job. I don't know why you used my picture. You know what I mean? on your.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Craig.
Love you guys.
Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today on this amazing, even though it wasn't an AMA, it still was an amazing Inner Circle. Robert, bless you, and thank you for giving us so much of your valuable time and helping us today. And Matt, the same goes to you. Boy, you gave us, wow, just incredible information that everybody can use. And everybody who's watching this right now, watch this video again and pick it up where Matt picks up, because I don't want to take away from the questions that were asked by Lisa Marie, Jerome, and James. You guys, thank you so much for contributing. But what Matt taught us today is a great set of tools to help us move on to the next level. And that's what the Inner Circle is all about. So if you want to save the chats, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, it's going to be there. I'll make sure that also whatever links that we shared in the Zoom chat will be in the YouTube chat below the video on the replay. For those wanting to get the information from Zoom, very simple. Click on the 3 dots in the chat and then click on Save Chat at the end of this video. Everything will download to your computer. So lots there, lots to do, lots to enjoy, lots to recap. Let's make 2024 the best we can. And by doing that, we got to start right now as we wrap up 2023. So until next time, everyone, please be good to yourselves, be cash, bye-bye. And I'm going to unmute everyone so we can all say so long.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Craig.
Thanks so, Matt.
Good.
Thanks, Robert.
Thanks, Matt.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Robert.
James.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks,
Thank
Bob.
you, Peter and Linda.
The Three Musketeers. Bye-bye.
The Three Musketeers.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Michael. Coach
Bye, you
Bob.
guys.
See ya.
Love you,
Thanks,
Mary.
Robert. Yep.
Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Shauna, Phil. Guys are awesome. I love you, man.
Love you too.